school football is on the air. The Oneida Indians, the Scott Highlanders, with Tim Smith, Rick Keaton, and their entire broadcast teams. This is Tennessee's most complete high school football coverage.
Sponsored by United Cumberland Bank, Scenic Foods, El Rey, Ray's Axe, Lumber King, Potter's Ace Hardware, Salvage LLC, and by title sponsor, First National Bank.
Produced by the IH Sports Network, Friday Night Football begins now.
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Jamestown, Tennessee and Alvin C. York Agricultural Institute for tonight's second game in region action as the Oneida Indians are on the road as they take on the York Dragons. This is Kevin Akers along with Mark Matthews, John L. Strunk, and the voice of the Indians, Tim Smith. And we're going to go straight to Tim. You got a special guest for us.
All right, that's right, Kevin. And we want to get to this gentleman here. He's got duties to perform here. He's the athletic director for York Institute, but he's known to longtime Oneida fans. Rodney Powell, Coach Powell. Yeah. I can't not call you Coach Powell. Welcome to the broadcast. Good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so and those who may or may not remember, Rodney was with Coach Mark Eldridge as his assistant for some of the best years of Oneida basketball. We had a lot of fun then, and he's been in Clark Range as the head basketball coach and came over here to York, your athletic director. Talk to us about what else you're into at York.
Well, like I said, just took the head coaching job for the boys. Coach Roy White had the team last year, and I came over last year from Clark Range to be his assistant. About a month into school, Bruce Wingham was a long-time athletic director here, and he decided that he was going to retire, and he was ready for retirement, and he did a great job, fantastic job, and and they asked me if I would do it, and I told them I would. And of course, at that time when I took the job as athletic director, what we were thinking, Coach Whitehead was going to be here, 4 or 5 or longer years, and he decided. Of course, Coach Whitehead was living in Sparta, Tennessee, and this was his hometown. This is where he went to school, and he'd always kind of wanted to be the coach at York, and he was hoping to come here, but just drive back and forth from Sparta, and his wife and kids were living in Sparta, and so it just was a big strain on him. So when the season was over, had a great season, made the Sub-State game, hosted a Sub-State game, had a good little lead there in the fourth quarter, let it slip away, and then after the season was over, he decided that he needed to go back to Sparta, and because he also runs a business, got a real estate business, auction business, just busy all the time. And so when he did that, the head coaching job, and that's what I came here to be, was the boys' head coach. And so I was hoping to get it, and went through a little interviewing process for that, and got the job. And so now, right now, I'm both the AD and boys basketball coach here, and so loving it. This is where I went to school at. This is home for me, and tickled to be back, and hopefully trying to help in whatever ways I can help. So got a few duties to perform every day. So
I guess I looked at the schedule, so we'll have to deal with you basketball-wise later on down the road.
Yeah, we got 2 games, so we're looking forward to that. And, Coach Wes, Coach King do a great job, and we're looking forward to having some good games as we've had in the past. And Oneida's I guess developing a little bit of a rivalry because playing them playing y'all in basketball and football in the same region, right?
Right.
So it should be a good rival, hopefully started.
So shifting the focus to football, which you haven't really been a part of football much, but what can you tell us about these 2021 Dragons? I mean, we know they're 2-2, and that you had a win over Livingston, but that first region game was a loss to Monterey. Let's look at that one first. It was a 20-6 loss. Kind of tell us about how that game went.
Well, we went over to Monterey, and again, we're just having a little bit of time on offense, struggling a little bit, and we've got a few guys injured, and we're just a small school, 2A school, and anytime you have injuries, it just especially to key parts, and it's going to slow you down some. So we as the year was coming in, we thought we was going to have some athleticism, some speed, and we still got a few guys, but a few of those guys been hurt, and we got to hopefully get them back sometime. And Monterey's got a nice little team themselves, and they just took care of it, took care of the ball, and penalties and turnovers are kind of hurting us right now. And, that's hard to overcome in any sport you play. Turnovers will kill you. So that's just been our Achilles heel right now, turnovers. And, of course, we get the inopportune penalties from time to time. And so that's hurt us.
Wow, it's going to be like looking in a mirror then. I mean, it really is. I mean, that's been the struggle that we've had through the first 4 games is a lot of turnovers and penalties that have caused some trouble for the Indians. But what about health-wise? Are you still down in the health?
We're still a little banged up. I don't know. There's a Dalton Barger kid that's one of our strengths, and I'm hoping he's here tonight. But I know he went to check on his lower body. I don't know if it was a knee or leg or what, but hopefully he was clear to play, clear to go, and hopefully seeing him tonight. And of course, we've got a Mark Mitchell who we've not had all year, who I think might have torn his ACL up in the preseason maybe, and then we got Aiden Sweat Thomas who's not with us and who's had an injury. We're hoping to maybe get him back toward the end of the year. But those 3 guys right there was on our a track. I don't know exactly. There's on a track relay team, 4x4, I don't know, all them 4x1s, 4x2, I think it's 4x4, but that went to the state tournament. And so they, 3 very athletic guys, and a small school like this loses 3 athletic guys like that. It's just hard to overcome. And so we played our first game of the year was against Bledsoe County, and Bledsoe County, they went undefeated in the regular season last year and went kind of far in the playoffs, and they're thinking they're right back where they were at last year, and we came out and struggled the first half, and then the second half, we actually beat them. And if it wasn't for a key turnover right there at the end of the game, we were driving the ball for the go-ahead score, and we had a bad turnover, and that's how we got beat there. But so then we get a COVID win. I don't know exactly if it's a win yet. Something about TWSAA about. You got to wait till you get to the playoffs and see if that determines your seeding before you can get a win. I don't know what all lost, but Jackson County was quarantined, and so we didn't get to play them. And then we, of course, Monterey got us, and then we got a win against Livingston. So, that's where we're at. But we're hoping to somehow come out of this little funk and hopefully play a little bit better.
Let me get a break. We'll talk to you a little bit more on the other side. You're listening to Oneida Football on the IH Sports Network.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday, or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Banking is easier at United Cumberland Bank. ATM deposits, instant issue debit cards, and a mobile app that gives you full control are just a few reasons why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. Come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. Member FDIC.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your #1 source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Welcome back to Jamestown. Game number 5 for the Oneida Indians. Find themselves on the road tonight, coming off a COVID win a week ago, and 2 weeks removed from their last game. It was a region win at Wartburg, 7-0, and now back in region play, back on the road. Rodney Powell, the athletic director here at York Institute, is with us. And Rodney, can you tell us a little bit about your coach and his offensive and defensive philosophy, what we're going to look at here tonight?
Now, you know I'm a basketball coach.
I do.
And so,
I do.
So I'm not.
So he's full court press.
Yes, full court press. Now I'm going to like the matchup defense, matchup zone. Yeah. But Coach, offensively, I was talking to somebody today. It's just going to be a bag of tricks. It's not necessarily tricky, but he's just going to. He's tried a bunch of things. I think he's still searching for, maybe his identity, maybe his team's identity so far offensively, and he's trying to figure out what works well for him. So I think you might see a lot of different variations of many offenses. And of course, I know in the preseason he was wanting to hopefully spread teams out and throw it a lot, and so sometimes that's been good, and then sometimes he's need to run the ball, and so he's tried to run the ball some. But I think he's got I think he's trying to put a lot of new stuff in each week and trying to find out what works best for his team. Defensively, I really don't know. I'm a basketball coach. I'm going to have to plead the fifth on that.
Right.
So I guess for a football coach, I'd be a pretty good AD, won't I?
Well, I hope Mark's got to earn his money here. He's done a little bit of a study on them, so we'll just have to mine his knowledge on that.
Good.
So
he'd probably say all the opposite to what I just said. So
he might.
I hope not. But yeah, they've we're hoping for a good game tonight. I'm sure as Oneida is, and so hopefully it'll be a good game.
Well, and I'm not going to ask you anything controversial about, like, is York a basketball school or a football school or Oneida? I mean, really, you look at Oneida and York, they both have experienced success in both sports. And that's something that a lot of small schools do kind of have to make a choice on what to do with their resources. But both these schools, and granted, it's not every year, but they usually field competitive teams in both sports year in, year out, and they have their surges in both.
Well, I was with Coach Eldridge in 97-98, and the football team went to the state semifinals, and boys basketball team went to the state semifinals. I know the girls team went to the state. I'm not sure exactly how far they got, but yeah, you're right. Oneida's always had a rich tradition in football and basketball, and we have as well. So we've had some good football teams over the years, and we're hoping, and the boys basketball team here at York has been to the sub-state, I know, the last 3 straight years. And, of course, that COVID year, we won our sub-state game and didn't get to go to the state tournament. That's Coach Russell Tays' last season here as the head coach. So we've had some good success. And our girls team was at the sub-state game last year. We had to go to Meigs County and lost a hard-fought game just barely, or we would have been in Murfreesboro with the girls team. And so we've got. I think we're going to have a good boys team this year, and we're going to have a good girls team, and so we're excited about the upcoming season in basketball, and we're excited to continue this going on in football here. Of course, just like you all, we're in a different region now. Got new faces that we're really not familiar with. We've really not played. Monterey's really the only team that's, I guess, Central Time Zone that's in this region with us, and we've not really played them since I've known about. And so then we got Rockwood, Wartburg, and you all.
Yep.
And so that's that's kind of a new thing going on. But we're excited about this new realignment. Kind of debating on how long will it last. I know it's a 2-year deal right now. I wonder if in 2 years if they'll shake everything back up again. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Well, I always have to call you Coach Powell. I just can't do anything else. Okay. But I sure do appreciate you joining us. And is there anybody perhaps maybe joining us in Oneida you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, well, you got the King boys, and then Jacob King, boy, he does a great job with your boys basketball team. Marv West, think the world of Marv. Of course, we run around a little bit that year I was there, and he was girls coach then, and does a phenomenal job. And so I miss those guys, and of course know several guys up there. But it's been a while. It's hard to believe 20, 2, 3, 4 years ago now, and so time flies by, and it's amazing. Sometimes I feel like I was just there. Every time I lived in that little bitty house right there beside school, and I tell every time we go by, I say I lived there. It just seemed like it was yesterday. So that's amazing. But time flies.
Yeah, special time, good friendships out of that. Coach, thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you in basketball. Best of luck in that.
All right, we'll see you down the road. Thank you.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back with more Oneida football right after this.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razak's. Razak's offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it. And daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razak's has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razak's on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razak's. Country cooking and great steaks.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott High Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Welcome back to IH Sports Network's coverage of Oneida High School football. It's technically, heck, I've lost track, guys. Was this the 4th game of the year? Because we've had some
this will be the 4th
stuff.
actual game.
Yeah.
It is the 5th game of record. We're 3-1.
Yeah, and the Indians playing their 2nd region game. This is against the York Dragons, a team that we've played several times in the past, but this is the first time they've ever been a part of our region. John L., tell us what you know so far about the Dragons.
Well, we know that they're a little bit multiple on offense, and I think Mark has more to say about that as he joins us again here. And it'll be, and just listening to Coach Powell, like you said, Tim, it's going to be like looking in a mirror here tonight. These two teams, just taking what he said, these two teams have kind of had the same path as far as how they've come into the season. That he's saying that York has struggled with turnovers and penalties, and so is this Oneida squad. Yes, they're 3-1, counting a COVID win last week, but still. We know, and I missed the Wartburg game, and it was a 7-0 win for Oneida, but the penalties and the turnover still plagued Oneida. So it'll be interesting tonight. But York, they do have some speed from what I understand, Kevin, and they like to display it. They do have some injuries, unfortunately, from that standpoint. But still, they like to do some things that we've had trouble with so far in the year. So it should be an interesting matchup tonight. Mark, what do you have for us?
Well, I just got back. I got a good friend here. I was over talking to him. That's where it was at, Darren Rudd. He's a PA guy down here, and a lot of good people down here, a lot of good friends. Ought to be a great ball game. It's a big region game for us, and very evenly matched teams here tonight. Very similar. They're very multiple on offense, and I think that's something that could very well give us some trouble. I know Coach Martin. We talked earlier before this ball game. When we got here, me and him was talking about that, and he said, they do a lot of stuff on offense that we've had to prepare for, and that's some stuff we'll talk about a little later. But I think they can do some things that can hurt us, and we can do some things that can hurt him. We've got to clean up our game. We have to clean up the penalties, and that's hurt us in the past few weeks. And we have to clean up the turnovers. We've had 12 in 3 ball games because we haven't played. We've only played being on the field for 3 ball games, and we've had 12 of them. So we've got to get that cleaned up. You can't keep turning the football over and expect to keep winning. That's just not going to happen, especially when you get to a team like this that played a good Monterey football team. I mean, it was 20-6, but they played right with Monterey, and Monterey's a pretty good football team.
Mm-hmm. Tim?
Well, this is a series. This is going to be the 38th meeting between these two teams. I think John has the statistics on that as far as tonight's game between Oneida and York, but it's always kind of a toss-up, it seems like. I mean, you feel like coming in, I feel like coming in that you have to almost play mistake-free, and you must be the better team because sometimes things jump up and bite you here that don't happen in other places. I've seen several, and this is – you can't blame this on a school. I'm just saying, it used to be a different refereeing association and things were called differently. And I don't know how many times I've seen big runs called back by holds here. That's what I think of when I think of this field. And I'm not saying that it happened to us more than it happened to anybody else. I'm just saying that does stand out in my memory that that happens a lot, and we've already seen it a lot this year, right?
Yeah.
We all
without
know what you're
being
saying.
here.
We all know what you're saying.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, it always seems like it happens down here. You always seem like you get a little bit of that home cooking when you come to York. That's always seemed like what happened. You get a bad call, would go their way, and it would nullify a big play by the Indians, and it, but you got to play through those things.
So here and Hampton are very similar.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
And that stinks, right?
Yeah.
And in the past, it's been like, oh, that stinks. That's no fun. But now it's a region game where that can happen. Whereas in the past, the importance of it wasn't there, and so we're just getting used to. I'm used to playing York, but I'm not used to playing York in a situation where something's on the line. And that's the way it is tonight for the first time.
Man, I think Coach Powell hit on that. I think this could become a neat little rivalry here, being that it is a region matchup, and it's an important matchup, being that it is region. And along those lines, yes, 39th meeting, Oneida holds a slight edge with 21 wins to 17 losses. So it is a rivalry that goes back a while. And as Kevin was telling us on the trip over, he always gives us those old-timey stories. But this used to be played every year, and it's gotten more back to that way in the last several, so it's neat to see.
Well, it used to be, I think Lambert called it the Battle of the Gorge. He kind of tried to get that started. I don't know if that ever caught on.
That was what it was called. That's what it used to be called.
Well, we'll go ahead and take a break and be back to Jamestown, Tennessee on the IH Sports Network right after this.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
Life is about choices. When it comes to your internet service provider, you've got a choice. Telepage. Telepage is internet service provided by local people you know and trust. Different service plans are available, tailored to provide speeds that fit your everyday needs. Telepage now offers fiber internet in select areas, with plans starting as low as $45.41 per month. Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Call 423-569-8595 for more information. That's Telepage, located at 258 South Main Street in Oneida. Visit telepage.net. A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Welcome back to IH Sports coverage of Oneida High School football against the York Dragons in region action tonight. This is a special game, gentlemen. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. We thought we was going to have it last week, but since that game got canceled to COVID, it actually has hit out this week, and Tim is going to talk more about that here in just a few minutes.
Yep, we're going to hit that,
okay.
Kevin. So this is the 900th game of Oneida football. So that's a pretty wild thing when you just think about it and you draw back and you look at that, a milestone game here between these two teams and playing a team that you've played nearly 40 times and that has played football for a long time as well. But the first team ever for Oneida was in 1930, and so now 91 years later, we're coming into the 900th game here for these teams, and John's got the stats on Oneida's 900 games.
Yeah, as you said, 900th game tonight, and this is the 87th year of Oneida football. As you mentioned, 91 years since it started, but of course there were a couple of years, of course, for war that football was set aside. Oneida, they have 577 wins, 310 losses, and 12 ties in their history. So, again, pretty special for the 900th game here tonight.
So, by your estimation, 310 times the referees have cost us a game.
Absolutely.
Can you believe that? So,
but some bad calls in those losses.
It's a pretty good winning percentage. But 900. So, guys, I got to thinking about 900, and I'm going to give you a quiz.
Quiz.
It's quiz time. So, and John Hill may have already peeked at this. I don't know. He cheats anyway. We know that. And but we'll say the first time Oneida played in a milestone game like this was in 1948. The coach was Curly Henchman, and the Indians' opponent was South Harriman. That was Oneida's 100th game. Win or loss? South Harriman in 1948.
Win.
It was a loss.
Win.
It was a loss. John Hill, as I told you,
he's looked at it.
So
he has looked at it.
That was number 100. Okay, number 200. This was pretty easy when I tell you who the coach was. 1959. Bill Jacobs was the coach, and the opponent was Wartburg.
Win.
That's correct. Yep, that's correct. So next, no cheating. 1968. The coach was Ben Daniel.
Win.
The opponent was Coalfield.
Win.
Ooh, I'll go with win.
Win.
It was a loss.
It was a win.
Oh.
We're all
it
tied.
was a win. Yep. So, okay, that was number 300. Now number 400, folks. 1978. Your coach was Jimmy Banks.
Loss.
Easy. The opponent was Scott High.
Loss.
It was a 28-0 loss in 1978. That was number 400.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
wow.
Number 500 came in 1987 against Berea, Kentucky. That's not fair. They were there. What happened that night, Berea, Kentucky, when Jim May led the Indians to an 18-0?
We actually had 200-yard rushers that
We did.
night. Sure
Steve
did.
Pennington and
The two of
Jeff
you, or
Owens.
No, I was in front of them though, help them block.
okay?
It was a slog fest. You might remember, Tim.
Yeah.
It was. I have a shoe still in the Berea field
Brian-
from halftime.
I'm
That is
actually
a
thinking-
fact.
Wasn't that Brian Smith's first came back after
Brian, yeah, he blew his knee out in
and he had-
preseason. He had 5 or 6 games that year and made All-State.
He had 18 tackles in that ball game,
Yes,
and
he
the
did.
first play of the game, he picked a fight with the biggest sucker out there.
So there
That's
you were.
what you do.
Yeah.
You guys played in game number 500. That's
Wow,
pretty cool.
that's pretty cool.
All right, game number 600 was in 1995. Not a particularly good year for the Indians. Coach Jim May again at the helm in this one, and Oneida's opponent was Webb.
Oh,
Loss.
It was a loss.
And I think we was ahead in that game. They came back, didn't they?
It was 29-6. So
No, that wasn't that one.
No, I remember that game.
All right. The next milestone game was number 700. It came in 2004. And Coach Jimmy May was co-head coach with Keith Henry at the time. And the Indians played McCreary County.
Win.
It was a win. It was 34-20 was the final in that one. So that was game number 700. Game number 800 came in 2012. Coach Tony Lambert and the Indians faced Coalfield's Yellow Jackets. That's twice Coalfield
What
appeared
year?
on this list.
What year?
2012. 2012.
I think we won that year. Well, this is going to be the tiebreaker, by the way. We're all tied.
I think it's a win.
I'm going to win.
2012. I thought we lost that one.
We won that one, and so you had this sheet in your possession the whole time earlier, and you just lost to these two.
I did not.
21-14 in that game number 800. So the Indians in milestone games are 6-3. 6 wins, 3 losses, and this will be game number 900 tonight. Coach Jimmy May, and he will stand alone on this one as he his team faces off against the York Dragons. So go ahead, predict. What's your prediction for tonight, York and Oneida?
Who's going first?
John L. since he lost.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. I think it's going to be like we've talked about, and like we continue to talk about. It's going to be who makes the less of the mistakes, and who values the football tonight. And I think Oneida squeaks away out of here and they go to 4-1.
Okay.
I'll agree with John L. exactly all the way across the board. I think if we can play mistake-free football tonight, we can get us a win.
Mark, are you going to make a prediction?
No, I'm calling the game.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you're going with that old rule.
Yeah, go ahead, Herb Street.
I can't do that.
Yeah, Herb Street.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So,
of course, I'm going to say Oneida. Of course, they're going to. You know what?
That's good.
Here's what's going to happen. You
got him stirred
We're
up.
gonna-
Here we go.
Yeah. Well, since everybody now, I mean, we all knew it, but everybody out there now knows that John L. is a loser. So I am going to say, I was just kidding, John L. You know I love you, brother.
There's still some people that don't know it, John.
Listen, Oneida's going to find their offense tonight, I feel, and we're going to put up 28 points. It's going to be 28-10.
Oh, wow.
Oneida.
Okay, I'm going to give you an analytical position on it when we come back, okay? And I'm taking the emotion. It's just going to be a cold, hard look at the numbers. There's a computer simulation that we can look to predict what happens tonight. I'll talk about that when we come back. You're listening to Oneida Football on the IH Sports Network.
Banking is easier at United Cumberland Bank. ATM deposits, instant issue debit cards, and a mobile app that gives you full control are just a few reasons why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. Come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. Member FDIC.
Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your #1 source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Home-style cooking with friendly Homestyle cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razax. Razax offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razax has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razax on US Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razax, country cooking and great steaks.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
Welcome back to Jamestown, Tennessee for tonight's game. If you're joining us a little late, we are in the Central Time Zone. Kickoff is not till 8 o'clock Eastern, so it's a little bit of a delay since we're in the Central Time Zone. Tim?
All right, we talked about a non-emotional, just a straight analytical look at the numbers of this one. And this is, I'm going to credit, give my homework here, Sonny Moore Computer Power Rankings. I know, Kevin, you're familiar with that. You've looked at them. That's how you pick your games every week.
Oh, it is not.
And, but Sonny Moore is, he has a good website, and it, I won't go into the details of how it picks things, but it assigns a number to each of the teams. And what you do is you take that number and you subtract from the higher team, and that tells you who's favored. However, you adjust it by 2 points for home field advantage. Now, what I'm getting at is Oneida is ranked, and this ranks every team. Number one is Maryville, I believe, right now. Or did Maryville won last week?
No, I think Murfreesboro, Oakland is number one, I believe.
Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. Number one's
but
either Maryville, Alcoa, or whatever, yeah. So you've got those up there, and then you've got probably Red Bull and Springs would be down there at the other end, usually holding that side down. And so Oneida
it ranks them all 6A to 1, single A, 1, 2,
every
whatever.
single high school team. So, and it assigns a number. Oneida's number at 3-1 is 105.12. York is ranked 187. So, I mean, there's 7 spots different between them two in the poll this week, and York is a 104.55. So York is an underdog to Oneida, just looking at their numbers. However, for home field advantage, when you adjust that by 2 points, York would move to a 106.55, which puts them about a point in some hundredths of a point above Oneida. So the analytical look at this one tonight is that York is about a 1.5 point favorite. And what that tells me is what you've talked about this whole way.
Yeah.
And what Coach Powell talked about, every penalty, every turnover, everything in this game is going to be magnified tonight. Now, the interesting thing in the region is Wartburg they're number 294 in this. Oneida's 180. Wartburg's 294. Their number is 80. And so Oneida was on the road, so that would be an 82. But Oneida only won 7-0. So you can't count on it. But the team's rankings on this power rating, Wartburg's ranked the lowest at 294. York is 187. Oneida's 180. Then you jump up to 164. That's where Monterey resides right now. They've got about 2 points on Oneida, which is going to be interesting if it stays that way because they're coming to Oneida, so that should make that a toss-up with home field advantage. But by far, the highest ranked team is Rockwood with a 113. They're at 113 in the state, so they're 10 points better than Monterey in the rankings right now. So what's interesting about that, Monterey visits Rockwood tonight. So we're going to learn a lot about this region off of these 2 games that we see tonight when Oneida and York square off here and on what the events that unfold at Rockwood, because Rockwood should be about a 12-point favorite on Monterey tonight.
Which actually is underway already.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so that's something we'll monitor because the way this region shapes out tonight is a key night here in week number 5. So.
Yeah. Great job, Tim. I'm really proud of you for bringing all that out in the open there. And
I did my homework.
You did a great job, and Shane Phillips ought to be proud of you doing your homework tonight and not having to comment anything about somebody not doing their homework.
That's hopeful. So,
yeah.
But what all that says is it comes down to what happens here on the field tonight.
Very close
between these
football
two teams.
Yeah, very close. And he does a great job of doing that, and he gets it, right, pretty close, and he just very close football teams is what we're gonna see here tonight, John.
I think so, and I got a little bit more prep that I think Tim has put together for us. Of course, 39th meeting, as we've stated, between these two schools. Oneida leads the series 21-17, and Tim put in here that the Indians were scheduled to play a year ago here at York. But field conditions, why do you have field conditions in quotes, Tim? Field conditions caused a cancellation with neither team recording the game.
Remember that hurricane came through,
yes.
The remnants of a hurricane, and we weren't able to come down.
But here's the thing. Oneida won the last matchup 33-0 in 2019, and that broke a 6-game losing skid for the Indians dating back to 2001. So this has been owned by York in recent
stretch.
years, and you go back to 2001, so they've only played 6 times in the last 20 years. So they're again trying to build this thing back up. It's a region matchup, and that's the most important thing, guys. Tonight, we're playing for standing here going into the postseason, and this is a big game for both teams.
Just want to remind everybody how you can follow along. Of course, if you're already listening, there's some other outlets that you can follow along, and just to mention all of them, you can go to ihsports.net on the internet and follow us there. Also on YouTube at the Independent Herald's YouTube channel. You can follow us along there as well. And, of course, audio back home on WBNT FM 105.5. That comes up live here at 15 till the hour. Also, you can catch updates on OHS Indian Radio. We just got through posting a neat picture there. The ROTC are the ones that presents the colors here, and they are dressed in World War I dress military uniforms, which is really cool. And of course, Alvin C. York, the most decorated World War I veteran in the United States, and he was from just up the road here at Pall Mall.
I thought it was Pall Mall.
Well, it depends on. It probably is.
I think I've been corrected on that myself. So we're going to have Coach Jimmy May. We're going to have Mark's breakdown. He's got the scouting report that Rodney couldn't bring to you here. So we'll have all of that coming up when we resume our pregame. It's Oneida Football on the IH Sports Network.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott High Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
Life is about choices. When it comes to your internet service provider, you've got a choice. Telepage. Telepage is internet service provided by local people you know and trust. Different service plans are available, tailored to provide speeds that fit your everyday needs. Telepage now offers fiber internet in select areas, with plans starting as low as $45.41 per month. Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Call 423-569-8595 for more information. That's Telepage, located at 258 South Main Street in Oneida. Visit telepage.net.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome over to Jamestown, Tennessee at Alvin C. York Agricultural Institute. It's the Oneida Indians taking on the York Dragons in the official 5th game of the season. This is the 2nd game in Region 2. Tim?
39th meeting between the Oneida Indians and the York Institute Dragons, but this will be the most consequential meeting that these two teams have ever had because they now reside in the same region. It's a great night for football. Wonderful conditions, not too hot, got some cloud cover. It's a beautiful field here at York. Great condition. We couldn't play here a year ago because the field was in such a poor condition. We had to just not even have that game, but this year it looks great and a lot of excitement. A lot of people in the stands across the way from us here, and we're excited to have a big night of football, and Mark has all the information on this team that we are visiting here tonight, the York Institute Dragons.
Yeah, Shane's listening, right?
Yeah, Shane's listening. So I've really done my homework tonight. York Dragons enrollment, 483 kids down here at York. Overall 2-2, 0-1 in their region. They played Bledsoe County, which has a 2-0 record. Lost to them 26-24. Close ball game. Had a chance to win that game and had a turnover there at the end. Wasn't able to pull that one out. Lost to Monterey 20-6. Really good ball game. They played with them for the ball. It was just back and forth, but Monterey was able to pull away with that. Their victory was against Jackson County, which was a COVID win, and then Livingston. They beat them 35-18. They scored 66 points, 22 points a game. Their opponents has scored 64 points, which is 21 points a game. They're 0-1 at home. They're 2-1 on the road. Last time that these two teams have met, we've already touched on that. Oneida won 33-0 on August 30th, 2019. 2020 record was 3-8. 2019 record was 3-8. 2018 record was 9-3. So they've had some success down here. It's just been a couple of years. That was a pretty good. They went to the quarterfinals that year, Tim, I believe. They had a really good football team, and I don't remember who it was they lost to that year. Upperman, I believe.
Yeah, I
believe they lost to Upperman, and Upperman really good football team that year too. So that was the last year that they had a playoff team. Offensively, this team is multiple offense. We talked about that a little bit earlier. You're going to see them come out and in the pistol formation most of the time. They're going to run what they call a wing bone offense, and it's a wishbone. And what it is they'll have the wings out wide, and they'll call a cadence, and they come in beside the shotgun, and it's like a reverse wishbone. And they'll run the wishbone out of that shotgun formation. It's a neat set, a really neat set, and they did that a lot against Monterey. And they would run the option and run off tackle with it and do some things. And they also run out of the pistol formation, and they also run the Maryland I. Really neat offensive sets that you're going to see this. And they may come out in something different, totally different tonight, but that's what I've seen them run on offense. Dalton Barger, he's the guy that you got to watch for. Number 1 on their offense. He returned a kick against Livingston. He was the opening kickoff man. He run it for about 80 yards, opening touchdown. Man, he's fast as lightning. They've got speed all over the field, but number 1 is the guy out there at receiver. If they get the ball in his hands, we're gonna have a tough time with him. Number 20. Rylan Miller, he's their tailback. He's the main one going to carry the football. Also, number 5, Miles LaFew, he's their quarterback. He'll run the football. He throws the football all over the field. Only thing I've seen out of him that maybe he does sometimes is he'll throw it into traffic a few times, and I seen him do that some against Monterey. He would throw it in, he would get a little pressure on him, and sometimes he would throw it into traffic. Defensively, they was in the 40 most of the time. They'll bring those outside linebackers. They like to bring pressure. They had a really good linebacker play. That front 7 is really solid. I think we can throw the football on them. I think Oneida can throw the football on them. I don't know how well we're going to be able to run the football on because they have really good linebacker play, really good front seven play.
All right, thank you, Mark. And we're going to go ahead and take a break as they're about to present the colors here. The ROTC group from York Institute dressed out in World War I attire, so it's pretty cool to see. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Banking is easier at United Cumberland Bank. ATM deposits, instant issue debit cards, and a mobile app that gives you full control are just a few reasons why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. Come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. Member FDIC.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your number one source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razax. Razax offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razax has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razax on US Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razax, country cooking and great steaks.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Welcome back to IH Sports Network's coverage of Oneida High School football. The Oneida Indians, the York Dragons. Guys, we've got a couple of guys coming in this week that are a little bit banged up. So let's listen to what Coach May said about the Indians' injuries.
Well, Noah Buttram is still waiting on him to get released from his concussion a couple of weeks ago. He's making progress, so we're still hoping to have some good news on him in the next, hopefully next day or two. We unfortunately lost a couple of guys in the JV game the other night. Nick Gilbert will be out for at least a couple of weeks, and upcoming freshman Aiden Frazier, who's starting to get some looks on the varsity. He hurt his knee the other night in the JV game, so they'll both be out. Frazier will probably be out for the season. Hopefully we'll get Nick back in at least 2 to 4 weeks. Other than that, though, I think we're pretty healthy at this point, besides the ones that's been out all year. But hopefully we can stay injury-free throughout this game.
And the Indians come in this game. This traditionally, guys, is a very, very physical football game. Mark?
Yeah, absolutely. Very physical football game. It has been through the years. I remember coming down here and several years ago and back when Logan Stevens, you remember when them guys come down here? I mean, it was just a slugfest, back and forth, and we just had them both going out on both sides of the field, man. And it just seems like they get after each other out there, and I'm sure that we're going to have one of those tonight. We're going to have those saying the slobber knocker, John.
Yeah, and you would expect that, and I think both teams are a little bit dinged up. Got some injuries as we've attested to in the pregame, but it's going to come down, and we just keep, I know, just beating this point, but it's going to come down to who makes the most mistakes, who makes the most costly mistakes, and when those mistakes are made, and that is the game of football, and that's most sports, and you want to try to limit that.
Well, I'm going to say something too here about we've commented some about our defense, and you can't say enough about that defense. The defensive play the last couple of ball games, we've not gave up a point the last 6 quarters. And inside of those last 6 quarters, there's been 3 goal line stands. 3.
Yeah.
And our defense has been kind of put in bad situations a few times where there's been turnovers and stuff where they've had to kind of bow their backs a little bit, and they've done that. They've come in there and they've stood up to the challenge, and they've done an outstanding job, man. Overcame 3 turnovers against Greenback. They held Greenback out of the end zone from the 2-yard line on 4th down. It just can't say enough about the defense, and hopefully we'll have that again tonight.
Thank you, Mark. We're going to take one more break, and when we return, we'll have the kickoff for this one. It's the Oneida Indians, the York Dragons, in Region 2, coming up on IH Sports Network right after this.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
Life is about choices. When it comes to your internet service provider, you've got a choice. Telepage. Telepage is internet service provided by local people you know and trust. Different service plans are available, tailored to provide speeds that fit your everyday needs. Telepage now offers fiber internet in select areas, with plans starting as low as $45.41 per month. Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Call 423-569-8595 for more information. That's Telepage, located at 258 South Main Street in Oneida. Visit telepage.net. A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
No, he doesn't.
Welcome back to Jamestown, Tennessee and York Institute. It's now time to get things started off. We're ready for kickoff, and the voice of the Indians, Tim Smith.
All right, thanks, Kevin. York is taking the field right now. They've got American flags flying as they lead their team through the banner and onto the field. The Dragons wearing the home purple jerseys with yellow numerals trimmed in white pants. They have a white helmet with a purple Y emblazoned on the side. The Indians in the road, white on white. White pants with orange stripes, white jerseys, orange numerals trimmed in gray with a white helmet with the orange stripe down the middle, the orange O emblazoned with a spear on each side. Oneida won the toss, and the Indians defer to the second half, so they will kick, and York will receive, and they will travel north. From your camera viewing, it will be from your left to your right. We are inverse in that view as we get set here tonight. And Oneida's going to kick it off from their 40, and York will send a pair of men deep to return. It looks like it's going to be Rylan Miller and Caden Stover. The deep men, they'll stand about their own 9-yard line here for Oneida. They're going to tee it up and kick it off with Aiden Love. And we're just about set to go from Jamestown. Region game number 2 on the season. Oneida 1-0 in the region, trying to go to 2-0 as they get set. There's the whistle. Aiden Love makes his way to the football. A high end-over-ender going to be fielded by an up back at the 22 to the 25, out to the 30-yard line. Little hesitation, spins forward out to about the 33, and the York Dragons will take over offensively. 1st and 10, and up front for York, Caden Buck is the center. He was also one of the captains. Right guard will be Connor Warden, left guard C.J. Brown, the tackles Caden Edwards and Landon Sales. The running backs Caden Stover and Thaddeus Thoman. Receivers Logan Pennell, Rylan Miller, Ty Polk. The quarterback is Miles Lefew. And York will start off with Lefew standing in the pistol formation. He'll take the snap and gives a quick pitch out to the left side. Little hesitation move out to the line of scrimmage, and then brought down here on the run is going to be Caden Stover. Oneida rallies to the football well, and it will be a 1-yard gain on 1st down for the Dragons as they run to the left for Oneida. Defensively for the Indians, up front it will be number 65, Xavier Shoemaker, Lorenzo Garcia, Hunter Shoemaker, and at the linebackers will be Matthew Brown, Elijah Phillips, John Selby, Rylan Duncan also out there, with corners being Landon Lindbergh, Todd Derrick Ryan, T.J. Meredith, and McLaurin Love, the safeties. And we're set to go with 2nd down and 9. Here's the snap. Lefew rolling to his right. He's got a blocking back in front of him. Option to throw it downfield. He unloads. It's going to be knocked away. Excellent play by the Indian cornerback over on that side, and that's going to be T.J. Meredith, who knocks it away, and it will be, or was it Lindbergh? Yeah, Landon Lindbergh, and it will bring up 3rd down and 9, stopping the clock, 11:01 to play here in the first quarter. York, Oneida's going to try to hold York to a 3-and-out. The Dragons need their own 44-yard line for a 1st down, and it'll be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, you can see the Dragons are trying to get the edge on the Indians. The Indians doing a good job of getting people out there.
Playing on the fringes. Our defensive front looks like they should be able to withstand. They're much bigger than York. That looks like where they were trying to get away from.
Lefew from the shotgun. He pitches to Ben Hall. He's sweeping out to the right, gets past Duncan, cuts it upfield, and is upended, and he is going to be short of the 1st down, far short of it. He gets up to about the 37-yard line, which will leave him about 7 yards short, so 2 yards on the gain. It will be 4th and 7, and the Dragons have been held here on their first possession to a 3-and-out, and a nicely played series by the Indians. The punter will be Caden Stover for Oneida. Meredith and Lindbergh Lindbergh stand back at their own 30.
Yeah, Lindbergh comes up to make the stop from his corner position. Great job because it looked like he got the edge. Lindbergh comes up to make the stop.
Stover from his 25. Here's a high kick, a high hanging kick, fair catch called for. And then I thought Lindbergh takes off with it, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25. He's tripped up as he stumbles inside the 20-yard line to the 19. There are no flags. I thought his hand almost went up there, but Landon Lindbergh takes it down inside the York 20, where Oneida will set up for their 1st and 10. And for the Indians offensively, up front for Oneida will be John Selby. Blake Couch and Caden Terry are the tackles, with Kidd and Shoemaker are the guards. Kidd and Shoemaker are the tackles. Hunter Shoemaker's the tight end. Receivers will be McLaurin Love and Tate West. And then we'll see as Caden Rector comes out to get things set. Joining him in the backfield, Rylan Duncan to his left, Elijah Phillips to his right, with 2 receivers to the left side of the field. That's the wide side of the field. And now 1st and 10 at the York 19. Here on the first possession for Oneida, the first play, Rector hands it off to Elijah Phillips over the left side. Elijah down inside the 20, down inside the 15-yard line, all the way near the 12. About a 7-8 yard gain here on first down once they sort it out, and it's going to be 2nd and 2.
And I know you were setting the table there, calling the defense out the first time for York, but the coaching staff for York was about to lose their minds. They thought that was a fair catch that put Oneida in great field position.
I think what we had there was he's blocking the lights because that punt was so high. He's just trying to see it through the lights.
2nd and 2, I formation. Here's the give. It's going to be Rylan Duncan off the right side following his fullback Elijah Phillips, and it's close to, I think he's down around the 10-yard line.
And I think it is a first down, looks like, Tim, is what they're acknowledging, I believe.
I think it's going to be a First National Bank first down at the 10. It will be 1st and goal now for the Indians here in the opening moments on the road at York. A very big opening possession. Oneida 4 downs at the 10-yard line. Caden Rector will be in the shotgun. Elijah Phillips to his left. Rylan Duncan to his right. A receiver split to either side. Here's the first play from the 10. Rector in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Fires it out. Right side catch is going to be made complete down near the goal line. And down just shy of the goal line. I think that's going to be McLaurin Love making the catch. And it will bring up 2nd and goal from the 1. So a quick hitch and a nice run by McLaurin to get it just outside the goal line.
2nd and goal here. I mean, we're just inside the 1, and yes, we're going to go under center. We were in the shotgun that last time, but I'm glad to see we're under center right here.
I formation. Phillips in front of Duncan, 1 yard away from the touchdown. Rector takes the snap, gives to Phillips into the end zone. Touchdown, Indians. Elijah Phillips puts Oneida on the board with 8:14 to play here in the first quarter. Oneida has a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, great job right there by the Indian offense. Got it together, moved the football. Great play call by Coach May down there. Got it together with a quick hitter. Got it down close. Handed off to old Lige down there close, and he pounded it in for the score.
Extra point attempt. McLaurin Love to hold. The kick from Aiden Love is on the way, and this kick is good. Timeout on the field. 8:14 to play in the first quarter. Here in Jamestown, it's Oneida 7, York 0.
Banking is easier at United Cumberland Bank. ATM deposits, instant issue debit cards, and a mobile app that gives you full control are just a few reasons why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. Come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to IH Sports coverage of Oneida High School football. The Indians get the early opening score and up 7-0.
So Oneida is going to kick it off now with a 7-0 lead. York got the football to start the game. It was a 3-and-out. Rylan Miller and Caden Stover are deep to return for the Dragons, about their 10-yard line or so. And Aiden Love, he's taking a short run at the football, about a 3-step run. Then he kicks it. It's going to angle downfield and be picked up. Stover picks it up 21. He's out to the 25, wants to cut right, stumbles
Bang.
forward to the 30, out to the 33, and it's going to be 1st and 10, Dragons from their own 33-yard line. Oneida leads 7-0. We have played just shy of 4 minutes here in this first quarter, and a great start on the road. You couldn't ask for better here for the Indians. Great defensive stand and a score.
I think you hit on it. All three phases of the game showing out. You get a 3-and-out by your defense. You get a great punt return, special teams that sets you up, and then you punch it in with your offense.
Left you in the pistol, wing back to either side, and he'll hand it off. Now this is going to be Stover ramming through the middle. Big run, Stover across the 40-yard line out to about the 41, and that is a great offensive play for the York Dragons on 1st down. That pushes the sticks forward for about 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Got by one of their practices the other day, guys, and they were going through things, and the coaches were saying the center and the right guard are their two best offensive line they felt, and that's exactly where they ran that ball, right off offensive right side behind that guard and center. So, that they were coaching them up to that very thing the other day.
From their own 41, York with now a 2nd down and 4, and Lefevue will be in the pistol again behind him. Stover snap. Lefevue looking to throw. Dropping back. Now he's got pressure. Flushed out to his left. Good containment, but he eludes the pressure, gets across the 40, back out to about the 43-yard line. He's going to be short of a 1st down by about a yard, I think, here. It will be 3rd down and 1 for the Dragons from their own 43-yard line. 6:56 to play first quarter.
Yeah, great play right there by Xavier Shoemaker. He comes from the back side over there, defensive end, defensive tackle position, and makes that play. If he don't, he's got a whole lot of grass in front of him.
He does. And C.J. King, he got back there. He bust through the line, and he put the pressure on the quarterback to flush him that time.
3rd down and 1. Stover behind Lefevue. Hard count. It's going to pull Oneida off sides, and that'll be the first down of the night for the York Dragons. So
why not?
First penalty goes against the Indians, as it was Lefevue clapping his hands and drawing more than one Indian offsides there. That'll push it out to the 49. Beautiful facility here at York. This press box is a great place to call a game from. The one problem I have with it is you can't hear the crowd out there. It's hard to kind of get a heartbeat of what's going on. But here the Dragons have a 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. Down 7-0. Lefevue will be again in the pistol formation. Turns and hands Stover. Starts right, cuts left, pushes across the 50 to Oneida territory to the Indian 48-yard line. Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down 7.
Elijah Phillips and also 62 Caden Terry on the stop right there. They got a pretty good push right to about 3 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, our defensive end on this side, it kind of got sucked in on that. Got to be careful, because if he'd have wanted to bounce that out just a little bit, he might still be running. So our defensive end's got to stay home and play discipline there. Lucky to get just a 3-yard gain.
5 minutes, 30 seconds to play first quarter. York at the Oneida 48-yard line with a 2nd down and 7. Lefevue takes the snap, stabs left, goes back right, running the option, pitches it over to Stover. Good tackle at the 50-yard line as the Indians come up and make a big stop, and it's going to be T.J. Meredith with a loss for York of 2 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd and 9. Big tackle.
Cannon shot right there from your safety coming up playing run support. He read it as the pitch, and he played it perfectly. If he doesn't get the pitch guy, there's room to run.
Absolutely. Maybe the whole distance, but TJ makes the sure tackle. And now it's 3rd and 9 for the Dragons at their 50. They need the Oneida, or at the 50. They need the Oneida 41, and now in the shotgun full-fledged here, it's going to be Lefevue. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right, and it comes in motion. Now he hands it off. Sweeping around the left. Oneida is going to contain him and bring him down. Loss of a yard. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Excellent job of Oneida stringing it out. It'll be 4th and 10. York goes back to their 49, and they'll have to punt.
Oh, it was a tremendous play, and it wasn't made by just one defender. They strung that thing out, and there was 4 or 5 white jerseys running to the football. That's what you'd like to see on your defensive side. You may not make the tackle, but you know you got help coming from your brothers out there, and that's what I'm seeing. This Oneida defense plays as a unit, and it's credit to their coaching staff on that.
Stover stands at his 39. Couple of steps, he punts it. Another high hanger, and it's going to be Lindbergh who makes the catch here. He didn't call fair catch, and he is hammered. and taken down at the 19.
That's what you got to know. I mean, it was indicative. It was the same thing as the first punt, very, very high. Those are the ones you probably want a fair catch if you're going to field them, And luckily, he got away with that the first time. York says, you know what? We think we're just going to tackle you.
Yeah, he's tough as a pine knot, though. Old Limburg is now.
You got to respect that. No fair catch right there.
Yeah. Ben Buttram in at receiver. Limburg is out there at receiver as well. And Oneida's Caden Rector will work from the shotgun. Running back to his left is Meredith. Here's the snap. Rector, quick curl up. It's going to be Buttram making the catch, striving forward out to the 29-yard line. And that's the quick hitch, getting the room from the York corners. And Oneida's working that route for about 8 yards here. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Saw that in their practice the other day as well, Mark, when I got by for a few minutes. They were working that pattern a lot. And if they're going to give it to you, if they're going to play off defensively in the second, you keep going back to that well.
So it'll be 2nd down and 2. Oneida will snap it from their own 29-yard line. Rector in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Running back is Meredith. On 2nd down and 2, Rector takes the snap, hands to Meredith through the middle. He is hit almost immediately as he gets through the hole. Now he got across the 30-yard line. Did he get enough for the first down? Judging from the spot, looks like he picked up 1, and it's going to be 3rd and less than a yard. He just ran into a complete wall there, Mark.
Yeah, Eli Kirby come through, man, from the linebacker position. We had talked about it early on. Great linebacker play from these York Dragons, and he met TJ right in the hole and drove him back. But TJ about maybe a foot short of the first down, John.
Phillips in front of Meredith on 3rd and less than a yard. Caden Rector is under center. And Caden on 3rd and less than a yard takes the snap, gives to Elijah Phillips. He tries the middle. Second effort's probably going to get him a First National Bank first down out to the 31-yard line as the clock moves inside 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Oneida leads 7-0.
That was a hard-earned first down, and I don't understand because the official, when he marked the spot before, his foot was on the 30, but yet the ball was spotted behind the 30. So kind of confused, but first down, the second one of the night for Oneida.
Indians will break the huddle, and Rector will be in the shotgun with a running back to either side. Phillips to his right and Meredith to his left. Now a shift.
A lot of motion.
Yep, tight end goes from right to left, and now Rector on 1st and 10 takes the snap, hands off T.J. Meredith, and he runs into a wall again at the line of scrimmage. They rally to him and bring him down. No gain on the play for Oneida. It will be 2nd down and 10. Good defensive job by York.
Yeah, that front 7 for York is solid now, and I figured we'd probably have some tough running lanes in there between the tackles against them. What I seen in watching film against them, John, is the defensive backs. That's where they're a little bit soft. Not soft, but that's where we can do some damage, as we've seen so far throwing the football.
What I've noticed is we may have a size advantage, our receivers versus their defensive backs. We need to take advantage of that.
2nd and 10, Rector now is Rylan Duncan to his left, takes the snap, pumps on the hitch, and now goes downfield right side. It's for McLaurin Love.
He was held. They grabbed him as he went by.
Hitch and go, and there's a flag down at the 43. So they fake the hitch, and McLaurin Love goes deep. And there is a flag down, so let's see what the call is here. The officials discuss it. And it's going to be a hold against the York Dragons. And so that's going to –
Well, he had him beat. He had him beat deep, man. The safety was coming over, but I believe that he had him. He had took that step, and we had been setting him up for that because we had been really successful with it 3 or 4 times against them, and he tried to step up. The cornerback tried to step up, was going to try to make a play on that, and we just ran by him.
Yeah, and our quarterback's got to be careful because their safeties are deep. And so on that play, you don't want to throw it as like a fly or a go. You probably want to throw it a little bit short, throw it quick, I guess is what I'm trying to say, in between the safety and the corner.
That is a First National Bank first down, not a fresh set of downs. Inside 2 minutes at their own 41-yard line. Here's the snap. Caden Rector fakes the give, now tucks it and keeps it. He's going to be yanked down. He and Rylan Duncan, not sure, maybe a little miscommunication there between the two, and Oneida will actually lose about a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11.
If you see those numbers from opponent's jersey, you take that guy out. You've got to block that guy because he's the one that's going to make the tackle, and that's what happened right there. We ran by two defenders, and that's the one that made the tackle right
And
there.
it's almost like that was a read option, but we had nobody in a pass pattern on this side of the field, so I'm confused by that play a little bit.
Minute to go, first quarter. Oneida leads 7-0. Caden Rector looking to throw, looks left, fires, and it's going to be called out. A pitch at the 45, at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, down. That is one of the best catches certainly we've seen this year.
Oh, my
and that
goodness.
you'll ever see. And snatching that one out of the air, McLaurin Love. What a catch, and a First National Bank first down.
And what a throw. The quarterback stood in there, took a shot, guys, and threw a rope. A rope. My goodness.
Caden can. He can throw a rope, and he put it where nobody else could get it. And McLaurin Love just went up and made a spectacular
Those are
catch.
winning plays right there, guys, that you connect on. Right
First
there.
and 10 at the 23. Rector in the shotgun now, taking the snap, and he'll hand it off. And this is going to be T.J. Meredith again. They are collapsing on him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 2nd down and 10. Clock rolls down to about 20 seconds to play here in the first quarter. We'll see if Oneida tries to snap it or if they're just going to let this first quarter clock expire. 14 seconds.
I think somebody's going to have a talk with the offensive line, Mark. They're running a 3-man front with 4 linebackers stacked behind that, and they're coming off the edge. Somebody on the offensive line has got to pick up those outside stunts.
Don't know if we're going to get this off. 2 seconds to go. They're not going to. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. When we return, it will be 2nd and 10, Oneida at the York 23. After 1 quarter of play here in Jamestown, it's Oneida 7, York 0.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your #1 source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razax. Razax offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razax has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razax on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razax, country cooking and great steaks.
Welcome back to Jamestown as 1 quarter is in the books. It's the Oneida Indians 7, the York Dragons 0.
The Indians will have the football 2nd down and 8, right around the 23-yard line of the York Dragons. Sorry, 2nd down and 9 is what they're showing here. Oneida with a real confidence-building play earlier in the passing game with a great snatch for McLaurin Love, just ripping that football out of midair as Caden Rector had fired it. Those are the kind of things you can build on. And now here is a 2nd down and 9 from the shotgun. Rector and Oneida looking for more as they are at the 23-yard line of the Dragons. Man comes in motion. That's Lindbergh. He was wide out right. Now he'll split back out wide right. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Meredith to the right of Caden Rector here on 2nd down and 9. Rector in the shotgun. Long count, takes the snap, looks out right, fires it to Shoemaker, makes the catch, tries to elude a man, pushes it down to about the 20-yard line for a gain of 3, we'll say, and it's going to be 3rd and 6. Indians taking advantage of these short routes with their getting room.
Yeah, but we're kind of telegraphing that a little bit too, and they're coming up and waiting on that pass to get there. That time, I don't know. Well, but hey, he's doing this. The accuracy is there, guys.
And it's a setup play because the outside guy's going to come up like he's going to block, and then he's going to go to the end zone, and they're going to fake it and then go with the go.
Now 3rd and 7 at the 20-yard line of York. Oneida needs the 13 snap. Rector drops back, heavy rush. He tries to elude it. He's going to be brought down back across the 30. And so that's going to push Oneida likely out of any type of field goal range here, and the Indians' decision gets tough. It would be about a 48-yard attempt if they were going to try a kick here. Your other option is working from the 33-yard line. You need the 13, so it's a 4th and 20.
Yeah, they just brought the house on us.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, they brought a couple of linebackers. They sent 5 we've got 6 to block them, but
was that going to be a screen though?
It sure looked like they had 7 or 8, but they only sent 5. I don't know if we were supposed to release. If it was, that's a good point, Tim. We re-released.
So here we go, 4th and 20. Oneida needs the 13. Rector in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, drop him back. Pretty good rush. He goes deep down the left side. His man's not there. York intercepts it at the 11, and now we'll work forward, and that kind of worked out okay for the Indians. York's going to be brought down at the 19. They'll have it 1st and 10, and it will be the 3rd possession coming up for the Dragons. So they get what they wanted. They get the stop. They get a turnover here, but really it worked out better than an incomplete pass because York would have had the football at the 33, and now they'll go from the 19.
And Coach May is in the ear of his quarterback. He did not like what happened there, what transpired. I think it was a read between the receiver and what defense they gave him, and the quarterback didn't read it the same as the receiver. I can only guess, but Coach May did not like that outcome.
So now Miles Lefevue will be in the pistol formation with a pair of running backs behind him.
That was a missed opportunity, guys. To go up 2 scores would have been huge.
Under center, Maryland I. He'll hand it to Stover, following his 2 blocking backs, and the Indians play it well. No gain on the play. It will be 2nd down and 10. You mentioned, Mark, we may see the Maryland I, and there it was. It's 3 running backs lined up in an I behind the quarterback.
And not the first time we've seen that, guys. It goes back to the first game of the year. I believe Williamsburg ran that a little bit against us.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the York Dragons here.
And Mark was all over it in his setup of this one. He called it.
9:45.
I usually do.
Here is going to be, again, the Maryland I. Under center here, it's going to be Lefevue. He turns and pitches this time. It's going to be Stover sweeping out to the left. He slows, tries to advance it forward, gets across the 20 out to about the 23.
Didn't catch somebody come up and made a great play. Looked like they got the edge on us there, but we come up and made a good play right there. Maybe the corner come up. It's hard to see
these white jerseys. They're always tough.
It may have been old Jaden Anderson. I believe it's Jaden Anderson come up to make the stop.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 7. York has 1 first down in the game. They got that via penalty. They're going to try to earn their 2nd first down of the game. They need the Oneida 29-yard line, and now it will be Lefevue in the pistol formation with Rector behind him. And he's going to sweep out to the right, and he's going to fire deep downfield. It's going to be incomplete. Oh. It's going to be a good recovery by Landon Lindbergh to get to the football and knock it away. The receiver was there. Lake Drake had it in his hands, and Landon Lindbergh pokes it away.
What a great name right there, Lake Drake, for a receiver. Anyway, Landon Lindbergh got turned around, but he recovered, and he got a hand in the chest of that receiver and knocked him down as he was going back, and that ball came loose. Great play by Landon Lindbergh.
You got to keep that arm, and he swept it,
Yeah.
Sweep at the last minute. He tried to knock that ball out. He didn't give up on the play. He did get burned. It was there, but he didn't give up.
Most exciting moments of the night. Here's the punt. Lindbergh, fair catch called for, and he's got it. So this time he clearly calls for it, and he clearly catches it, and he is playing with fire on all 3 punt returns as the fair catch was called for just before it dropped down into his hands. Oneida will have their 4th possession now with a 1st and 10. They will start from their own 37-yard line.
Well, I'd say he was thinking, I'm not going to get the crap knocked out of me this time. I'm going to fair catch this one. So he did.
I'm looking down the line at Ben because he's keeping stats for us, guys. I don't know how much total offense we've given up to York by our defense. I know we've only given up 1 first down. It's got to be less than 15, 20 yards. Great defensive effort to this point.
8:32 to play first half. Rector from the shotgun, running back to either side. He'll hand it off here. Elijah Phillips works it out to the 40-yard line. He's submarined as he falls forward to the 42.
Yeah, we're going to have a hold, I'm pretty sure, right here, guys.
Well, it's spotted at the 42. There is a flag at the 40.
The old hold.
It is a hold. It'll move it from the 40 back to the 30, and that will make the upcoming play a 1st down and 17. Oneida needs the 47 for a 1st down.
Ben, do you have those stats for us?
Oneida's given up 14 total yards so far.
Wow.
I mean, it's just it's a show right now by our defense, and they're putting out. I mean, they are just showing out right now.
Yeah.
Indians break the huddle for a 1st and 17 from the shotgun. Caden Rector. Rylan Duncan to his left. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and that's McLaurin Love. He's got single coverage over here. Rector takes the snap, and he's looking, dumps it off Rylan Duncan. Good blocking.
There's some blocks.
Rylan, that's the 40, 45. He's at the 50, 45. Down to the 40. He's tripped up as he falls forward to about the 37. He grabs his right forearm and is coming off.
Right on it. He took a helmet right on his arm.
He's coming off here to get checked. But that's a big run. Great blocking out in front of Rylan there. And a big First National Bank first down to the 37 of York.
It may be his shoulder, guys, as Scott Gilbert's going to work on him right here. Let's hope
his arm.
That's what it is. But he took a shot from a helmet coming across.
True.
All right. Colton Doherty in at receiver. Landon Limburg. We've got Ben Buttram off to the left, and now from the shotgun, it's going to be Caden Rector with Meredith to his left. On 1st and 10 at the 37, he's going to fire over on the left side. It's going to be complete. Buttram makes the catch, and he's pushed out of bounds as he gets down around the 33-yard line. So, again, that quick hitch being worked by Caden Rector and Ben Buttram here for a great amount of yardage on first down. That gets you 4 yards, and you're going to be 2nd down and 6 at the 34.
Just keep hammering that, man. We're having some success. Out of that.
It's a little chess match. They go single safety, double safety, single safety, double safety, and we're trying to catch them in a situation where they only got that single safety and we can throw over the top. But if they're going to give us the underneath stuff, like you said, Mark, you take it until they don't.
Good news, it looks like Ryland's okay, kind of moving that arm around down on the sideline here on 2nd down and 6. A running start, T.J. Meredith, 30. He's at the 25. He's down to the 20-yard line. He's got a First National Bank first down. He was 1 man away from breaking it the whole way. The Indians are at the 18 with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, he's been close there a couple times. The linebackers has been filling those holes good, but old TJ's been close there a couple times before, and he got loose that time.
Timeout requested by York. 7:29 to play first half. Your score, Oneida 7, York 0.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
Here you got another one.
Welcome back. It's the Indians enjoying a 7-0 lead with 7 minutes, 29 seconds to go until halftime.
Sorry to interrupt you guys.
We come back. A lot of enjoyment going on right here.
7:29 to go in the first half. Oneida leads 7-0, and the Indians have been dominant through these first quarter and a half.
Yeah, York coming off a timeout. They were in a 3-man front, stunning a lot of linebackers off the edge and in the middle. They went away from that, went to a 4-man front. That last play we saw us crease them a little bit. Our offensive line did a good job and hit them. I don't know what they talked about. They're back in their 4-man front.
Caden Rector shotgun, Meredith to his left on a 1st and 10 at the 18. Snap, Rector fires out. It's going to be tipped and uncontrolled here. Colton Doherty got a mitt on it but couldn't reel it in, as that one looked like it had potential for problems both ways. It's going to be a 2nd and 10, stops the clock, 7:25 to play first half.
Well, that catchable ball, very catchable ball. He need to get both hands up, but a little bit high.
Yeah,
a little bit high.
Throwing it out there to the twin receiver set, going to have the outside receiver come up and block for the inside guy who's doing a turnout. It's a long throw. You throw that bad, and it's a 6 the other way.
Matthew Brown, the running back, to the right of Rector. Here's the snap. Give us to Brown. He'll sweep it off to the left. He's hitting the backfield. Tries to push forward. Nothing much there. He'll be stopped at the 18 for no gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. The difference is here the clock will now tick down inside 7 minutes as the Indians lead 7-0. It's 3rd and 10 Oneida. They need the 8-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, we're down here on our last drive and came away with no points as we took a sack and then an interception on a 4th down. Really need some points here. Push it to a 2-score game.
And it needs to be some kind of a quick hit something or another, because we don't need to drop him back and take all this time, because that's what happened to us last time. I took too much time and he got sacked.
And they're not doing anything special. They've got they've stepped up 7 in the box.
Slant.
Rector takes the snap, rolls outside the pocket, tries to get around his man. He sheds the man. Now he stops. He fires down. It's going to be complete down inside the 5-yard line. It's going to be a First National Bank first down, as Rector looked like he was going to be brought down, no doubt. He escaped a horse collar attempted tackle and comes up with a throw for a first down.
Great play by Caden Rector, and it should have been a horse collar. It should have been called out.
And I think you hit on something. I think the defender may have realized the only way he could get him, and he let go. He actually let go of Rector, or Rector was able to pull away. If he had tackled him, would they have called the horse collar? That we never know.
Hunter Shoemaker on the catch.
What a play.
What a play by the young quarterback.
First and goal at the 4. Keeping the play alive, and now Rector moves up under
There we
center.
go. Tight splits, just smash on them.
Phillips in front of Meredith from the 4-yard line. Here's the snap. Give Meredith over the left side. Dives forward, and he's going to be just shy of the goal line. Meredith picks up about 3 yards. His legs extended through the air, and it's going to be second and goal at the 1.
Do it again.
Yep.
Line it up foot to foot and do it again. That's what you do.
Oneida leads 7-0. 5 minutes and 38 seconds on the first half clock. It's been a dominant performance.
I'm with Mark.
And then if you don't
even huddle, you just get right back to the line, and they know it's coming, and you know it's coming, and it's
if you don't get it here, do it again.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mark.
Rector under center, Phillips in front of Meredith, and here is Rector. Taking the snap, gives to Meredith over the middle. It's going to be a touchdown, but a flag comes in.
Of course.
Flag comes in from the back judge, and let's see what his ruling is.
I don't know how you could call holding if that's what this call is when all the offensive linemen are on the ground leaning forward. I don't know. I don't know. That's what the call is going to be, though.
The official is going to look our way, and it's going to be a chop block against the Indians, so that's even more deadly than a hold, as that's going to move it from inside the 1.
How do you even –
I don't know.
How do you even tell in that mess?
That's going to move it back outside the 15 with a second and goal now. Second and goal from the 15.
Well, we killed ourselves down here before.
We warned you if you were listening to the pregame.
Yeah. They pulled that one right out of their bag of tricks, didn't they?
I don't see how that's even possible.
Rector from the shotgun. He has Phil Meredith to his left. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. And here's Rector on second and goal from the 15. He'll take the snap. Looking left. He fires down deep into the corner. It's going to be McLaurin Love going up against a defender, and it goes trailing away. It was kind of a put up there for a battle, and the Indians don't come up with it. Stops the clock with 4:54 to play here in the first half and gives Oneida a third and goal from the 15.
Yeah, he give his receiver a chance, a little bit short, but McLaurin had a shot at it, and that's all you can ask.
Do you set this thing up in the middle of the field for a field goal attempt?
I run a slant. We've not seen a slant.
Well, I mean they are running dual safety, so that's a little bit tricky. Now they come out of there with just the single safety.
So from the 15-yard line, here is third and goal. Rector in the shotgun. Meredith to his left. Here's the snap. Rector looks left. Now he fires. It's going to be an out that's going to be incomplete at the 10, and it's going to stop the clock with 4:48 to play, and the Indians will attempt the field goal. Aiden Love will come onto the field. This will be a 32-yard attempt now from the right hash. We saw him win a game with a field goal against Greenback from the left hash. Now the right hash will be the task, and actually it's going to be about a 24-yarder is what it looks like here. So McLaurin Love will hold, and Aiden Love will kick it. 34-yarder. Thank you, Kevin. So here's a 34-yard attempt. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick from Aiden Love. It's on the way, and it is just shy of the mark. So the Indians are turned away, and with 4:48 to play in the first half, the good news is for Oneida, you have dominated this game. The bad news is you only have a 7-0 lead, and the Dragons may be a play away from turning this back into a big contest here at home. They've got the home field advantage. They've only got one first down. It was via a penalty, but here they come for their fourth possession of this football game, knowing Oneida's going to get it to start the third.
And they certainly have the ability to strike quick. They can one play, and they have the speed on the outside edge. They have the ability to hit something long downfield with a passing game. So, but the Indian defense is held firm so far. Done a great job.
From the 20, Miles Lefevue will be in the pistol. He takes the snap. He's rolling right, wants to pass. Now he wants to run. Cuts back against the grain and is going to go up against Matthew Brown. Makes a move. Gets out to the 30-yard line, to the 35, now to the 38-yard line. And it's going to be Miles Lefevue with an 18-yard gain on first down. And that is more yards than the Dragons had prior to this in all of their plays. So it's the first offensive first down for the Dragons, and now they have the football 1st and 10 at their own 38.
Jaden Anderson on the stop, man. He's got some wheels. If he gets out of the pocket, he can take it a long way, and that was a great play by Lefevue.
So Lefevue will be in the pistol formation again with Caden Stover behind him, and a halfback to either side. Here's the snap, and now he's going to give the flare pass out to Stover. Makes the catch at about the 32. Cuts inside at the 35. Now he's to the 40. He's up to the 45-yard line and extends it out to the 46. So the Dragons, after being dormant offensively, have come up with 2 big plays here, and they have a 2nd down and 2 at their own 46-yard line after that 8-yard gain. Picking up momentum with 3:45 and ticking here in the first half. They trail 7-0.
And it's credit to 2 individual plays right there, guys. Looks like we had both of those kind of snuffed out, and both times the running back or the quarterback in the other one and the receiver in this one, they made good plays to get positive yards. So you got to credit them with good individual play. We just got to step it up defensively and get them on the ground.
2nd and 2. Dragons have been in Oneida territory at the 48 one time. They've crossed the mid-stripe, and now here is Lefevue taking the snap, fakes to Stover. Lefevue drives forward. He's up to the 49. He's to the 50-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the York Dragons. So they had 1 first down the whole first half until this drive. They've got 3 first downs now. They are at midfield with a 1st and 10. They continue to huddle. 3 minutes to go here in the first half, and I think they've burned – I know they burned 1 timeout. They've got 2 remaining.
Rylan Duncan on the stop right there, John.
Yeah, it's good to see him back out there. I don't know if he got a stinger to the shoulder or forearm or what it was. They attended to him on his last running play offensively, but he's back out there on the defense. Good to see.
Lefevue, again, pistol formation, takes the snap, rolling to his left. Now
there's a chop
sees
block.
A running lane. He's up the middle. The flag comes in as Lefevue is upended here. It's going to be Rylan Duncan on the stop. Lefevue gets all the way down to the Oneida 36, but it's coming back. The chop block is called back at the 45-yard line, and boy, if that's from the spot of the foul, this is a potential drive killer for the Dragons, who had everything working right, but that's a 15-yarder about to be tacked on from the 45. So it's going to be 1st and 30.
And the thing about a chop block, it's kind of misleading, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm talking to everybody with headphones on here and anybody out there that's listening, but you got to be engaged and then somebody else hit you in the knees.
Yep.
And so that's why we were confused down at the goal line. Our offensive line is just shooting out. It's hard to get 2 on 1, but in this situation, C.J. King had it going forward, and he was back there, and they had him engaged high, and a guy just come over and just cracked him in the knee right in front of the official. So glad to see that was called. Glad to see there's no injury.
Well, they're getting us spread out here, guys. This is what they're doing on offense, and they're running the quarterback. And with all of we're pursuing them so hard that they're getting us spread way out, and he's finding a running lane and taking off.
And our DBs are engaged, and they're doing a good job in coverage, and so they're just trying to make us pay for that.
1st and 28 from the pistol. Here's the snap. Lefevue rolls to his left. Now he's going to fire, lofting it up. It's going to be complete, and then it's ripped away, fumbled out of bounds.
He never had it.
It's going to be a catch. Fumbled out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Why not?
So that will be about a 12-yard gain on first down for the Dragons, and that stops the clock with 2:10 to play here in the first half.
I don't know about that one. That
sure looked like he was juggling.
Yeah, he jumped up to catch the ball, and we went over there and as throwing him out of bounds. It didn't look like he had control of it.
And it rolled down his leg, and they gave him the completion.
Well,
second down, 16. Dragons at their own 44-yard line. Pistol formation again, Lefevue. The new running back here is going to be Ben Hall. Lefevue on 2nd down 16, takes the snap, rolls to his right. There's a heavy rush from behind. He's going to loft it downfield to the right side. It's going to be complete for a moment, but swiped away by, again, Landon Lindbergh. The receiver had the football in his hands, Thaddeus Thoman, and Lindbergh just lets him catch it and swipes it away for the incompletion.
That's
that's T.J. Meredith making that swipe. Thank you. And it's going to be 3rd and 16. The Dragons need Oneida's 40 for a first down with 2:01 to play here in the first half.
I mean, that's 2 plays by our secondary that should have been big plays for York that weren't.
Timeout on the field, 2:01 to play first half. Your score, Oneida 7, York 0.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott High Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
Welcome back with only 2 minutes, 1 second to go at halftime. It's a big opportunity for Yorkers. 3rd and 16. Tim?
Big night in the region. What you got, Mark?
Yeah, Coalfield 18-7 over Carter.
Oh, I thought you were showing me something.
That has nothing to do with our region.
It doesn't, but I just
But nice. Thank you for that.
That's cool. Monterey 22, Rockwood 6.
Oh, at Rockwood. Wow.
There you go.
So here we go.
What was those ratings you were talking about earlier, Tim?
Oh, well, Sonny Moore. He can go back to work on it Monday. Here is a 3rd and 16. York will snap it from their 44, and they got to get Oneida's 40. Here's the snap, left you. Rolling to his right. Deep downfield, it's going to be overthrown, incomplete. Lindbergh was there in coverage against Caden Stover. That stops the clock with 1:54 to play here in the first half and should force a York punt.
Well, he knew that he wasn't going to catch it anyway, so he just overthrew him because Lindbergh was back there in coverage. So,
I mean, Lindbergh is the blanket tonight, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, he is draped over the receivers and he's making plays. And
he felt
scaring
some
me to
pressure.
I'll tell you this. I'm going to say this. There was in week 1 when we played Williamsburg, Landon Lindbergh got beat on a touchdown. Since then, it hadn't happened. Has not happened.
And he's making life interesting for everybody here at the game tonight by fielding these punts.
Yeah, from the 32, here's Stover. Another high punt. Lindbergh circles, now says get away, and it's going to be York fielding it at the 21. Not sure why. You could have let that bounce, and it might have taken a York bounce, but it's going to be Oneida with a 1st and 10. Now, the Indians have 2 timeouts remaining with 1:44 to play. They have pretty well outside of this last drive dominated this first half, but they only have a 7-0 lead.
Would we be surprised to see anything but a couple of runs right here, get to halftime? Oneida gets the ball to start the half. I mean, you're deep in your own territory. You don't want to make a mistake right here before half. Would we be surprised by anything besides run?
I don't know. Is this last year or this year? That would be my
touche.
question. Let's see if it's going to be different. I don't know. I mean, that's a question. I think we'll see the answer right here. Caden Rector is in the shotgun, and maybe it's keyed off of what you get on first down. Rector will take the snap. He's rolling left. He wanted to do a shovel pass. Then he finds his man, and it's going to be Hunter Shoemaker. They tried to set up the screen, and it just didn't work there. And I didn't mean that in an offensive way.
You're right. That was a good – actually, that was a good play call, the old shovel pass, and it just didn't work out. They had a good rush right there to mess that up. So I would say that probably we're going to see a couple of runs here and milk that clock.
Depends on that first down play. Had that screen caught them sleeping, you might have done something
different.
Yeah.
And
testing the waters.
Yeah. Their inside presence on the defensive side has been a little bit too much for that play to work maybe tonight, that inside shovel, but they stayed home and made the play.
We're in the I formation now with Caden Rector under center. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off. And off the left side.
Protect that ball.
Well, Indians taking a lot of punishment trying to stretch for an extra yard or two here. And it's going to be 3rd down and long on the carry. I believe that was Matthew Brown.
And there's a timeout on the field.
York takes a timeout with 44 seconds to play here in the first half. We'll take the break. Your score, it's Oneida 7, York 0.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Welcome back to Jamestown. 44 seconds left to go until halftime. The Indians up 7-0 and with the football, but a long way to go.
And I guess my question is, and some folks out there may be wondering, does York have one more timeout? Can they stop it one more time? I'm getting head nods yes up and down the line here. So I guess that's what they'll be playing for is a stop right here and force into a punt situation. So interesting play call right here.
Ben probably knows the answer to that.
I formation, Rector under center. He'll take the snap. Here's the pitch, sweeping off to the left side. Indians up to the 20-yard line, out to the 22. And, again, it's going to be, looks like Matthew Brown on the carry, and the clock will continue to run. So what were you doing there, York, on the timeout?
I don't know. He walked right up to the official, got in his ear after the play, and then walked away. I thought he was going to use his timeout, but he did not.
So it's fourth down. And
we can go to half unless they do something here, but I thought they had a timeout
left.
Yeah,
we definitely can let the clock expire, and we will. So that's going to be the end of the first half here. It's been a good first half for Oneida. They just don't have the points to show for it, but their defense certainly has kept York from having any points to show for it. So after 2 quarters of play from Jamestown, we take the break at halftime with your score. It's the Oneida Indians 7, the York Dragons 0.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
Life is about choices. When it comes to your internet service provider, you've got a choice. Telepage. Telepage is internet service provided by local people you know and trust. Different service plans are available, tailored to provide speeds that fit your everyday needs. Telepage now offers fiber internet in select areas, with plans starting as low as $45.41 per month. Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Call 423-569-8595 for more information. That's Telepage, located at 258 South Main Street in Oneida. Visit telepage.net. A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
You're listening to Oneida High School football on the I-8 Sports Network with Mark Matthews, John L. Strunk, Kevin Akers, and the voice of the Indians, Tim Smith.
Sponsored by United Cumberland Bank, Scenic Foods, El Rey, Ray's Axe, South Fork Physical Therapy, Lumber King, Potter's Ace Hardware, Salvage LLC, and by title sponsor, First National Bank.
Welcome back to halftime as the Oneida Indians enjoy a 7-0 lead over the York Dragons. Taking a look at our first half statistics. Oneida has 7 first downs, York with only 3. Rushing tonight so far, Oneida with 15 rushes for 106 yards. York has 11 rushes for only 20 yards. Through the air, Oneida is 8 of 12 with 1 interception, and York is 2 of 6 for 57 yards. Incidentally, Oneida for 130 yards. That's total yardage. 27 plays, 130 yards. York 17 plays, a total of 57 yards. Time of possession, Oneida 13 minutes 8 seconds. York 10 minutes 52 seconds. And kind of the penalties is what we was looking at earlier. Believe it or not, guys, they're pretty even. Oneida 3 penalties for 30. York 2 penalties for 28. The difference in that one is when those penalties occurred.
Timing. And I tell you guys, me and Tim went to the UT game last week, and it kind of feels like it felt at that UT game at the end of the first quarter when you felt like you should be up a lot more if you're a UT fan. That's what it feels like at halftime. It feels like Oneida should be up 14-0 or 21-0. We were right there at the doorstep. Had a 2nd and 1 at the goal line, and we get a chop block that knocks us back, and we have to settle for a field goal attempt that was not any good. So, you know, it's 7-0 for Oneida. The defense has been playing very well for Oneida, but it feels like you should have more points. And the offense has not played poorly. It's just the opportunities that we've kind of, unfortunately, the way that it's transpired, we just came away empty.
No, we've had two big penalties that has, you know, that's hurt us on offense, and then we got down here and on that after we scored, and we was coming back down and got the big sack, you know, that hurt us, and then we come down and we're inside the 5-yard line and got the dang chop.
We got down to the 1-yard line.
Okay, we were the 1-yard line.
Yeah.
And, okay, always corrected.
Inside. Inside.
So, I mean, and then we get that chop block penalty, which I think was garbage, but we get that, and it backs us up, and just you know, we those mistakes and bad things happen, you know, to us like that sometimes, and but we haven't played bad. We haven't played offensively. We haven't played bad at all. But defensively, man, 10 straight quarters now. 10 straight quarters. Is that right?
6 and 8.
8 straight quarters. 8 straight quarters haven't been scored on. And they have played lights out tonight. That last drive that York had something going there where they was spreading us out a little bit. And they was moving the football that way because they was getting their quarterback some lanes to run through. But I know that Coach Martin was going to adjust to that. He was going to figure that one out. But we've done an outstanding job on defense against this multiple offense that York has put out on the field. And Coach Martin's done a great job. I think our offense has come to life tonight, really. We just got down inside the dang 20-yard line and not been able to punch it in. I think we're going to come out here in the second half and we're going to see some more points on the board by our offense, and our defense is going to keep doing what they've been doing.
It'd be really nice to take this. We get the ball to start as Oneida.
Yeah,
we'll take the kickoff, and it'd be nice to put that thing in for points and put pressure squarely on York to try to catch up from there.
And I think we got to keep doing what we're doing offensively by throwing short passes that Caden's comfortable with, and keep doing those things until they stop them, because they haven't stopped them all game.
Yeah, and if I heard the stats correct, I mean, we're 9 of 12 through the air. So, and I know some of those are intermediate type passes and short passes, but still.
That's okay. Picks up first downs.
If they're going to stuff the run, that short passing game becomes your running game.
Yeah.
It sort of opens things up. You take what they give you. Like I said earlier, kind of a chess match and Coach May's calling a pretty good play calling situation in what they're giving to him, and I'm looking forward to this third quarter. Should be interesting.
All right, we're going to take another break on the IH Sports Network. It's the Oneida Indians 7, the York Dragons nothing here at halftime. We'll be back right after this.
Banking is easier at United Cumberland Bank. ATM deposits, instant issue debit cards, and a mobile app that gives you full control are just a few reasons why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. Come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. Member FDIC.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your #1 source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razax. Razax offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razax has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razax on US Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razax, country cooking and great steaks.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
Welcome back to halftime here at York. I'm not sure how much time's left in our halftime because, ironically, they have not put any time on the clock. It's sitting there at 0, so I guess you just, whenever you get ready to come back out, you'll just come back out over here. Taking a look at some scores across the area. This is a big score of interest. At the half, it's Monterey 22, Rockwood 6. A lot of people just was pretty well giving Rockwood the region this year. That's not the case at all over. And that game is taking place in Rockwood, so Monterey definitely in control of that one. Here's an interesting score of interest. Austin East 21, Northview Academy 8. Now, Northview Academy is on the schedule here just coming up in a few weeks. Next week. Austin East has not won a game in almost 2 years. So that would be their first victory in nearly 2 years if they can hold on there. You got any other good scores for us, Tim?
Well, I mean, I think an eyebrow raiser that's somebody on our – schedule ahead. Coalfield hosting Carter.
Tell us how that game came about too, because that wasn't scheduled earlier this year.
18-7. Well, Carter, that was Scott High's opponent to be this week, and then COVID regulations changed that game, so Carter picked up the game. Coalfield's opponent also had a COVID out, so
was able to find
they
each
wind
other.
up scheduling each other, I think, on Wednesday.
Wow.
And now Coalfield. Single A Coalfield is defeating Carter 18-7 at halftime. So that, to me, that's a pretty big one when you look at it.
I'm just going to tell you, this might be Coalfield's breakthrough year.
It's amazing.
They've been so close so many times. They are looking really, really good right now.
It's hard to argue with that. I mean,
is.
South Pittsburgh's kind of in some turmoil, right? Their coach stepped away this week. So single A, Greenback is not the Greenback of old. So certainly here on the eastern side of Nashville, Coalfield, and they're ranked well. I think they're ranked 5th. I'm sure probably Cloudland or whichever undefeated up in the Tri-Cities area is probably ranked as well, and maybe even ranked ahead. But I agree with Ben. I think Coalfield, that's shaping up to be a big deal.
And I'll tell you something else. That Rockwood score, and I know everybody coming in, like you said, Kevin, they thought Rockwood was the team to beat. To me, they haven't been as impressive as I would have thought that they would be. And we knew Monterey was a pretty good football team. So I'm not sure how surprising that score really is.
Well, Monterey, of course, those students graduated, move on and stuff. But Monterey went to semifinals just a couple of years ago. So they got some good tradition built up down there.
This Carter Hornets team that is losing to Coalfield tonight has defeated Gibbs, Sevier County, and Knox Webb.
Wow.
They're 3-1, and they're at Coalfield tonight, and at least at the half, struggling.
Sevier County is 5A, aren't they? Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take another break, and then we'll be back to Jamestown right after this.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
Life is about choices. When it comes to your internet service provider, you've got a choice. Telepage. Telepage is internet service provided by local people you know and trust. Different service plans are available, tailored to provide speeds that fit your everyday needs. Telepage now offers fiber internet in select areas, with plans starting as low as $45.41 per month. Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Call 423-569-8595 for more information. That's Telepage, located at 258 South Main Street in Oneida. Visit telepage.net.
Welcome back to Jamestown. They put 3 minutes on the clock. We got about 2.5 minutes to go before the start of the second half. The Indians leading this one 7-0. Now next week we have a first-time opponent ever for the Indians, as we will go to Kodak, Tennessee, which is just north of Sevierville, to take on Northview Academy. Tim?
For those that may not be familiar with that, that's about a 1-hour ride to Strawberry Plains, and then from there to the school on the hill there in Kodak, it'll be another 2.5 hours. Because you got to get off that Sevierville exit.
On a Friday night, yeah.
Just park and walk from Strawberry Plains, and you'll be good. But that's where we'll be, next Friday night. It's kind of exciting to see a new team. Northview has struggled, though, and they are struggling tonight, losing to a winless Austin East team, but a bigger school, and it will be the first meeting, so that's kind of exciting. It's the second half of the schedule will begin next week against Northview, and then Oneida returns home for the 2 remaining regular season home games, and they could not be bigger. And they may be absolutely gargantuan if the Indians can get away with this win here tonight, because it's your 2 region opponents remaining, the 2 that are squaring off in Rockwood tonight, in Rockwood and Monterey.
Well, Tim, and just remember, since we had the COVID game last week, Coach May is trying to find somebody to fill in that open date, and that open date actually hits between Rockwood and Monterey, so we could actually have 3 straight home games.
But would you want to play a game between those 2 big region games? I mean, isn't that something we've heard in the past?
Well, yeah, but that what you get into, too, is
don't get mad. I'm just asking a question.
For financial reasons and revenue for Gates, you want to try to get 10 games in, and if you don't, then you're going to have some issues.
An interesting point.
Yes.
So you'll have those 2 games, and then it will be the first ever meeting between Oneida and Sequoia. Sequoia, a fairly new school. I will have my homework done by then. I can't remember when they came about. It used to be Von Orr and Madisonville. I do know that.
Yes.
And so it's happened within the last 30 years that those two combined and became Sequoia.
And they've got some turmoil. Their coach quit this week as well, or something happened. I'm not sure what happened, but anyway, I know they got a new coach.
Well, they're another winless team.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yes. But, Tim will appreciate this, they have an excellent band.
I do appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
they've even got a tractor-trailer truck that they take their band equipment in.
And always look forward to a new venue. You know, we've never called a game from Northview, never called a game from Sequoia, and we're going to get to do
both
that.
are excellent facilities, and both have artificial turf.
Oh, well, okay. I was unaware of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be exciting.
All right, we're going to take another 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second half of this one. It's the Oneida Indians leading 7-0 over York. You're listening to the IH Sports Network.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday, or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Banking is easier at United Cumberland Bank. ATM deposits, instant issue debit cards, and a mobile app that gives you full control are just a few reasons why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. Come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. Member FDIC.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your number one source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Yeah. We're ready for the start of the second half. The Indians lead at 7-0 over York, and Oneida will be receiving to start the second half.
Caden Stover's going to kick it off for the Dragons. Oneida will be traveling to the north. And Stover and his Dragons down 7-0. Would they pull such a thing as a onside kick? Coach Kerry Johnson.
Could.
For Oneida, Meredith and Limburg stand back around their 12-yard line as Stover gets the whistle, and here he comes, making his way to the football. Long run, kick high in the air. It's angling down toward Meredith. He's got it 19, 20. He's out to the 25, and now it's going to be pushed out of bounds. Indians will have it 1st and 10. They've moved the ball well tonight, but they only have 7 points to show for it. So now their task here is to try to build at least a 2-score lead on this first drive of the second half. This is an important region game. 0-1 in the region is York. 1-0 is Oneida.
Yeah, huge drive, huge offensive series right here. We need to get this and keep moving the football, show them that we can keep moving the football, keep up doing what we was doing in the first half.
From the 28-yard line, Caden Rector in the shotgun with Meredith to his left. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Here's the give to Meredith, but it's on the ground, and it's going to be York that comes up with it. And so the Indians, the turnover bug hits them, and that's the second turnover of the night. Remember, one was on a 4th down heave, but this is going to be taken by Connor Warden. The ball just dropped on the exchange right on the ground, and Warden there to recover it at the 26.
And guys, that's been a problem all season long, and it's been there's been an exchange problem between quarterback and tailback, and the turnover bug has bit us again. There's been 2 in this ball game. The first one really wasn't that bad of a deal, but this one is.
Miles left you from the shotgun now. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's a lobbed snap. He'll roll out to his left. He fires deep for the corner. It's going to be batted away by the Indians. Excellent job, Jaden Anderson at cornerback over there as he knocks this one away. We've seen good corner play tonight from the Indians' safety play as well. The secondary bats away an attempt at a touch. That would have been a touchdown. And now it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 26.
Well, I'm just going to say that you're going to throw on either one of these corners. It's going to be tough, and the only in the last few weeks, whenever another opposing team has made its money, has been in the middle of the field against it's been maybe a slant pattern in the middle of the field against the Indians. When you get out deep, it's been tough. And
they smell blood in the water with that turnover. They went right for it. They went for the end zone first play.
They're in a 4-receiver set. Same set again here, left view from the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's rolling out to his left. He is racing for the sideline. Now he stops, looks back across the field.
Keep him in.
Drops back, fires short of his intended receiver, who was kind of a short outlet there. The receiver,
Flag
Logan
on the field.
Pinnell, and it's incomplete.
Flag down.
It's an ineligible man downfield. One of the linemen
Yeah.
drifted too far down. Do you take this penalty?
I think you do not. I think you put them in third.
Is that a
and
loss
long
of down
right
penalty, Kevin? Can't hear you, but he says no.
I'm sorry, no, it's not.
I think it's a 5-yarder, but I don't think you take it. Now their kicker is good.
He's declining it.
Their kicker is good. He's been booming them.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and 10 from the Oneida 26. So York, first possession here in the second half, gifted the football at the Oneida 26, but we've seen 2 unsuccessful passing attempts by the Dragons, put them in a tough spot here. They need the Indians' 16-yard line for a first down. A long huddle here. The play clock's down to 10 seconds, and they're still in the huddle. I smell a timeout coming for the Dragons as they break the huddle.
Can't jump off sides here.
Left view from the shotgun with 3 seconds on the play clock, brings a man in motion, snaps it, fakes the give. Left view keeps it, and he's going to be brought down for little to no gain. So I think the rapidity with which they had to snap that football hurt them. Now it's a 4th down and 9 at the Oneida 25. Looks like they're going to try the kick possibly here. This would be about a 42-yard attempt for the Dragons. Looks like the holder is Dalton Barger, and the kicker will be Caden Stover. It's a 42-yard attempt from about midway between the hashes for the York Dragons, trying to get on the board inside 11 minutes to play in the third quarter. Snap, the hold, the kick is on the way.
Wow.
It's got height, it's got length. Ooh. It is good as Stover bangs it through to cut the Oneida lead to 4. Timeout on the field, 10:50 to go in the third quarter. It's Oneida 7, York 3.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
10 minutes, 50 seconds go in the third quarter. York finally gets on the scoreboard with a 42-yard field goal, and it's 7-3 Indians.
Monterey has expanded their lead 29-6 now at Rockwood, as the Wildcats are trying to take a stranglehold on this region potentially. And the Indians see their lead slip to 4 as York is going to kick it off here. This is going to be Caden Stover. End over ending. It's going to take a bounce, deadens. It's going to be picked up by Meredith. He'll sweep out to the 30. He's up to the 35-yard line and ridden out of bounds. Let's see where they spot him stepping out here right at the 40-yard line. So a good return by Meredith on the kick. Indians will have good field position. Their first play of this second half was a fumble, and it led to this York 3-point swing. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Indians from their 40.
Yeah, good starting field position here, John, and we got a chance here. We need to come away with some points right here.
Very much so, and they're in a 4-man front. They started the game with a 3, did York, but they're back in the 4-man front.
Rector from the shotgun. Meredith to his left. Here's the snap and the give. Meredith over the right side. His second effort gets across the 40-yard line to about the 42. A 2-yard gain and he was hit right at the 40. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and we're pulling it. Something's going wrong there. We're pulling a guard, and Meredith is hitting the guard and having to push him out of the way. And I don't know if we're not getting – I don't know if the motion is not – and something's happening that's not going right there, and that's messing the whole
and
thing
their
up.
Linebackers are having a clean night. They're having a clean night because they are not getting touched by any lineman to this point. They're just having free shot at our linebackers. Somebody got to pick them up.
Elijah Phillips into the backfield from the shotgun now. Here's the snap. Rector. He's going to be the quick hitch. It's going to be to McLaurin Love. They advance on him and make the stop. He'll pick up 3 yards up to the 45. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. The Indians need the midfield stripe for a 1st down. They'll snap it from their 45-yard line, leading 7-3 inside 10 minutes to play 3rd quarter.
Well, he was right on him, on him that time, and we're going to have to probably make a move and hold him there for just a second and then release and get down the field, maybe throw one over the top, not 60 yards down the field, but maybe 15.
So here it is, 3rd and 5. Oneida snaps from their 45-yard line, running back to either side of Rector. 2 receivers left. Here's the snap. Rector looking left, pumps. Now he's going to go deep down the left side, and it's going to be incomplete. And it will be now 4th down and 5, Indians from their own 45.
I don't understand the concept of that. I just don't. It's 3rd down and about 5.5, and we throw it 60 yards downfield. It doesn't make sense.
I'm with you, and where I'm with you is both. You have a twin set. The only 2 receivers you have are on the left side of the format, and both of them do goes. I mean, neither one of them come back. Neither one of them do a turn in. Neither one of them do a comeback or a stop. I'm confused as well, Mark.
Ethan Anderson stands at his 39, set to punt this. It snaps a little to his left, gets the punt away, and it's going to take a bounce at about the 27, rolls inside the 25, down near the 20. Ethan Anderson with a nice field-flipping punt right there, and York will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. Now remember, the Dragons had their best drive of the game closing the first half. They didn't get points out of it, and they were stymied here deep in Oneida territory when they took over the fumble and hit this big field goal. But now the Indian defense is asked to come up with stops again. And actually, I look at this, it rolled inside the 20 all the way to the 18. So it's
good
going to
punt.
be 1st and 10 from the 18 for York.
Good punt. The defense has played solid all ball game. We're put in a bad situation down here, and we come out of it all right. We just got to lean on that defense.
So Miles Lefevue will be in the pistol with Caden Stover behind him. Here's the snap. Give us to Stover. He is hit stonewalled right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play on this direct handoff to Stover. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 18.
Great job again there by Lorenzo Garcia. Comes up with another big play. Man, he's so solid inside there, John.
And that's what you got to have. You're not – those guys just got to be nasty. I mean, you're not going to get a lot of tackles. You're not going to get a lot – I mean, you're taking on 2 and 3, linemen at a time. You're just taking up space. But in that situation, he was able to not only make the play but make a good one.
Well, it was a loss of 1. Yeah,
yes.
Back to the 17. I mistakenly called that one. So now it's going to be the Maryland I for York from their own 17 with
be careful of the quarterback
2nd
right
and
here.
11. Lefevue under center, stands up, barks out the signal, and now what do we have? A flag down from the field judge. Did they take too long?
Delay a game.
That's going to push it back from the 17 to the 12. So, again, Maryland I is what they were in there. Now you move back to the 12 with a 2nd down and 16. They'll stay in that I. Dotting the I back there is Stover. Under center is Lefevue. He'll take the snap. Lefty looking to throw down the left side. The ball's in the air, and it's going to be juggled, incomplete. Wow, the receiver had a step. If he had been able to reel that in, Ryland Miller might have been gone. That's the first time we've seen York have some separation here. Oneida was close, got a hand up, and it may have been enough when Colton Daugherty got that hand in the visual area.
Yeah, he did, and Jaden Anderson, he stopped for just a split second. The receiver got by him on there a little bit, and he made up a lot of ground, but Colton Daugherty came across.
Yeah, and what a play call there. I mean, they just took a shot with a one-on-one situation. We came up with our safeties, and they had a chance, and there would have no might about it. He would have went.
3rd and 16, quick snap, and it's going to be the pistol formation. Ball's on the ground. The Indians may have been on it. Let's see. No indication yet.
I don't think we got it. I think they were able to get back on it somehow. It sure looked like we were there, but I think they got back on it.
You're right. Back at the 10, it's going to make it 4th and 17, and York goes backwards on this second possession of the second half, and it will be time for them to punt. So 2 possessions for York this half. I think they've got maybe a yard.
Yeah.
No, I take that back because with the penalty, they're in the negative territory in the second half.
And you guys know me. I'm a punt return guy, but the way this guy's putting this thing in the lights, I run away from this ball.
Stover in the end zone is going to punt it. It is a high hanger, and Lindbergh is taking a look at it. He gets away from it, takes a bounce. Indians are not in the area. It's safe, but it is going to roll across the 50 into Oneida territory. So that's about the best you could hope for, I think. If you're York, you push the Indians to their 49 where they will start 1st and 10. They lead 7-3 with 7:12 to play in the third quarter.
And the way your defense is playing, if you're Oneida, if you can just mount a couple of first downs here and push it into their territory and just play on their side of the field, for the rest of the game. I mean, that's what you're looking for here. You're just looking for any kind of crease or any kind. We need a big play, of course, but we just need a couple of first downs to get started.
So here we go. Oneida from the shotgun. Ryland Duncan in at running back. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's the quick pass out to McLaurin Love. Love is going to break up to the 50-yard line. Good hard run by McLaurin Love. You don't expect that. I don't expect that, I should say, from a receiver. It's a 4-yard run. He made the catch, was tackled at the line of scrimmage, but pulls defenders 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, McLaurin Love battled right there, man. He had 3 defenders on him and just kept working. And he got hit. He got hit right around the 49-yard line, and he worked his way down there and picked up about 4 or 5 yards.
That's a long throw. That came from the opposite hash all the way to this side. So it took a little bit of time, so McLaurin got the most of it.
To the York 47 now with a 2nd and 6. Here's the snap to give Ryland Duncan over the left side. Following his blocking back. Second effort takes him across the 45 all the way down to the 42-yard line. It's a good 5-yard gain for Ryland Duncan. Good extra effort. It'll be 3rd and 1 Indians at the York 42-yard line. We're halfway through the third quarter with Oneida leading 7-3.
Yeah, good hard run by Ryland Duncan. We got it down third and short.
Yeah, we haven't been very successful on these short down situations, guys. We're down at the goal line a couple of times. They've just gotten a lot of penetration. We got to do a good job up front to make sure that doesn't happen.
I formation. Phillips in front of Duncan on 3rd and 1. Here's the snap to give. Phillips drops the football.
On the ground.
Who got on it? It looked like York recovered it at the 40. So the Indians have 2 possessions in the second half and 2 fumbles as York will have it 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Unbelievable.
5:41 to play third quarter, 7-3 Indians lead.
Unbelievable.
Guys, we keep giving it back to them and it's you keep doing that and doing that and doing that, and finally it's going to come back to haunt you. I don't know. Didn't look like he ever had a handle on the football. I don't know what happened, but
they'll place it at the 39 in actuality. So York 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. From the pistol here, it's going to be Lefevue. Behind him, Stover. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. 1st and 10 from the 39. Lefevue takes the snap, rolling to his left. He stops. He's firing down the middle of the field. Ball is going to be complete at the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. into the end zone. Dalton Barger makes the catch and scores the touchdown.
Wasn't who it was intended for, but it worked out. That was for the deep guy. He was covered well, and a guy came underneath, read the pattern, and just run right through it.
What a play.
I usually when you get two receivers in the same area, it's a horrible thing. It's not meant to be. You drag more defenders into the area. In this situation against Oneida tonight, it worked out right after an Oneida fumble.
Now the Dragons lead 9-7, and it will be Stover to attempt the extra point. Barger to hold. The kick from Stover is on the way. This kick is good. The Dragons have their first lead of the night with 4:57 to play in the third quarter. We take the break with your score. It's the York Dragons 10, the Oneida Indians 7.
Wow.
Home-style cooking with friendly service in a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razak's. Razak's offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it. And daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razak's has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razak's on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razak's. Country cooking and great steaks.
Welcome back to IH Sports coverage of Oneida High School football as the Dragons take the lead for the first time tonight, 10-7 over the Indians.
So it will be Caden Stover to kick it off, as he did to begin this quarter. Oneida has had 2 possessions, and they have fumbled twice in those possessions. This last one very costly as the Dragons take their first lead of the night on a touchdown pass covering several yards. We'll get the account of that in just a moment. Here's the kickoff. It's going to be Meredith fielding at the 14. He's out to the 20. He's at the 25. He's at the 30. Submarined as he stumbles forward to the 35 to the 36. It will be 1st and 10. Indians, pretty good field position to start off with here. Now down 3. Remember, Oneida had a field goal attempt fall just shy, and that's how close this game is. We talked about it before the game, about this being a tight game between two teams who are very similar, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Evenly matched football teams, and we've actually moved the football really well on them and just haven't been able to capitalize on things by turning the football over.
Oneida had almost all of the first half momentum. York's grabbed some here in the second half. Now the Indians from their 35 in the shotgun. Caden Rector fires it out. It's going to be complete Tate West. As he runs with it, he'll push it up to about the 37-yard line. About a 2-yard gain. It will bring up a 2nd down and 8.
And that play that we've seen them try it once before, and all it is the inside guy is going to turn and run to the out boundary and trying to catch it on the run, and then the outside guy come in and take up a block and try to get him to the corner and down the sideline. But York, they may be a little bit outmatched size-wise on the outside, but these guys are sure tacklers. They don't miss tackles.
So here we go with the Indians on a 2nd down and 8. Rector from the shotgun. Duncan to his left. Takes the snap. He's looking out to the other side. Catch is going to be made by McLaurin Love. He'll get up to the 40-yard line. Spins and stretches forward to the 42. And that will be a gain of about 4. And it will bring up a 3rd down and 4. The Indians need their own 45 for a 1st down. They'll snap it from their 41.
So we need 4 or 5, so we're going to throw it 50?
We'll see. Hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully we'll get it and pick up. Had a very productive play right there. Picked up 5 yards.
Our passing game has been good tonight. Don't let my last comment mean anything.
3rd and 4. Rector brings a man in motion across the formation from left to right. Here's the snap. Rector looking left, curling up. McLaurin Love goes skyward, makes the catch, but he's going to be shy of the 1st down sticks here. Catch may have netted about 2 of the necessary 4 yards. It'll be 4th and 2 for the Indians here.
Well, they didn't give him forward progress on that where he caught it, and then when they picked him up and drove him back was about 2 yards. He was close to the 1st down marker.
I agree very much. And guys, are we going for it here? There is no punter out there.
There is no punter out there. It's 4th and 2
wow.
at our own 43.
I mean,
very aggressive.
We're in the middle of the 3rd quarter. This is a region game.
Down 3, the Indians under center, I formation. Maybe a hard count here. Caden Rector gets up under center and needing 3 yards. It's a hard count, and it works. Caden Rector, the hard count, and the York Dragons violate the zone. It's a First National Bank first down.
That's
I think
huge.
we were going to call a timeout if we didn't get that penalty.
Yeah, absolutely. We wasn't going for that. But that was a great job. That was a great job by Caden Rector getting up under center with a hard count and pulling them off sides.
Well, why didn't we go for that, John L.?
So now, 1st and 10, Indians at their own 46-yard line.
Hey, we need to make the most out of one of their mistakes because they made the most out of 2 of ours in this quarter by the way of 10 points.
Rector in the shotgun, Ryland Duncan to his right. Up back is going to be Hunter Shoemaker here to the left. Here's the snap and the give. Ryland Duncan cuts it inside, gets to the 50-yard line to York territory. Good, hard driving run by those big legs and a flag from the backside. We'll see what this is going to be as Ryland pushes it up to the 47-yard line.
I think there might have been a block in the back there by them or a hit in the back, but we'll see.
It is a hold against the Indians from the 50. That'll move it back to the 40, and that will make the upcoming snap a 1st and 17.
Okay.
2 minutes to go, third quarter.
Something we've got to work on.
Oneida trailing 10-7.
Got to work on not holding. That's something in practice we're going to have to teach them not to hold. Yeah. So we've done a lot of that tonight.
Yeah, that official has got us on 2 hold calls in the old chop block. All 3 of them have been called by that same official.
Maybe you don't like us. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying anything.
Maybe he's from Fentress County. That's what John L's saying. He's from Fentress County and he don't like us.
From the 40, it's 1st and 17. Caden Rector from the shotgun takes the snap, dropping back, looking left, trying to dump off a pass. It's going to be incomplete. A pair of flags come in here. Yeah. And
they
what is
mauled the receiver, but he was at the line of scrimmage. I mean, it was going to be a screen, and they just mauled him.
It was a near interception. It went through a
but I'm not
York
sure
defender's
if
hand.
you can call that if it's behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, they can do that behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they're calling it. It's a hold. Oh.
Well, there's a hold in they was holding him. They impeding progress.
So, Mark, they're going to have to work on that in practice? Is that what you would say?
They're going to have to work on it now, yeah. I mean, maybe they need to get to
John L., was that your official calling the hold?
It was not.
Okay. So this one's from Scott County.
Must have
Well, did you notice how he marked that off? That was a 10-yard holding penalty.
It goes to the 49-yard line of York. Again.
Well, from the point of the thing is what I'm trying to get. It comes all the way out to the
point of what thing?
The similarity of these two teams. Right? The similarity of these two teams, though.
Yeah.
We're out penaltying each other right now in this third quarter. So it's 1st and
it's what we've said all along.
5.
Who makes the least mistakes tonight?
From the 49 of York, Oneida down 3. Here's the snap. Rector takes the snap, pumps. Now he's going deep down the left side looking for Colton Doherty. Caught at the 20.
Oh, he dropped
then it's dropped. Oh, he had it
Well,
momentarily, and they did Landon Lindbergh and swiped it away from Colton Doherty. That was a nice play, not giving up Logan Pinnell.
Yeah, he didn't drop it. He had it, but Logan Pinnell come through with his hand and knocked that one out of there. That was a great play.
And unfortunately, the quarterback, he put too much air under it maybe on that one, and the receiver had to wait.
Always critical.
Had to wait just a little bit, long enough. And then the defender was able to get over and run.
Yeah, it wasn't the receiver's fault.
No, it's never enough for you.
It's never the receiver.
Never enough.
I want it.
Hey, what a great play by number 3 wearing purple, though.
2nd down and 5. Indians and timeout. Coach May, very upset, very animated. On this timeout, we'll take the same. 1:38 to play, third quarter. Your score, it is York 10, Oneida 7.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
1 minute, 38 seconds left to go in the third. The Indians down 10-7.
Key drive for the Indians here late in the third quarter. 1:38 to go. Down 3. calling one of their 3 timeouts because they didn't line up correctly here, and so now it's going to be second, and we'll call it 2nd and 6. Oneida will snap it from the York 49. Indians were leading 7-0 at halftime. They find themselves down 10-7 here as Rector will take the snap and then hands it off to Meredith. He's at the 45. He's still on his feet up to the 40, and it's a First National Bank first down for T.J. Meredith.
Great run right there. Fantastic run right there. Had a big hole. Good blocking up front. Right there at the end. Wrap up that football. That rascal looked like it would just about come out. T.J. was able to get a hold of it right there at the end. But great run. Huge pickup of a first down.
39-yard line of York now for the Indians. They break the huddle with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and Meredith to the left of Rector on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Rector fakes to give to Meredith. Now sweeps off left, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown, Indians. Rector pulls the football and scores the touchdown. That's a 39-yard scamper to put the Indians ahead.
Same play I think we fumbled on the very first play of this half. That's the same play, I do believe.
Always has to pull out the negative on a great play that Caden Rector just made.
Comes
around the end for about a 50-yard touchdown, and you pull out the dadgum negative. Come on.
No, sir.
What a play.
I'm saying
what a play, Caden Rector.
I'm saying we went right back to it, and I'm glad we did.
Extra point attempt. Aiden Love will kick it, and it is going to be good. Timeout on the field. 55 seconds to play. Oneida regains the lead here in the third quarter with your score. Oneida 14, York 10.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott High Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
Great block. 16? Mm-hmm. Yeah, McCorn.
Welcome back as the Indians regain the lead 14-10 over the York Dragons.
I tell you what, the extra burst Caden Rector pulled off when he got to the line of scrimmage, the block from McLaurin Love, and he is gone.
Yeah, John L. pointed that out, the block over here by McLaurin Love that sprung him on the corner. It opened up a hole, and then he got by him in a hurry and outrun. Safety had an angle on him, didn't he, John?
He did. He got another gear right there in the secondary, and he put that fist in the air, and he knew it. He knew he was going.
A quarter of frustration is about to expire as the Indians regain the lead.
Talking about our
14-10. Here's the kick, and it's going to go through the return man's hands. He'll track it down at the 7. Now he turns and gets to the 10. Now he's at the 15, trying to get outside. Dangerous. Cuts at the 20, cutting back now at the 25-yard line. Still on his feet out to the 30, and he's going to be brought down at the 35. That was a good, shifty return by Rylan Miller. He's the man that caught that touchdown pass earlier. And it's going to be York with 41 seconds remaining in the third quarter. They'll snap it from their own 35-yard line.
Jarek Hewling with the stop down here. Yeah, that was a good run, man. And that was
had to go back and pick it up back there around the 10 or 15-yard line, and he got all he could getting it back to the 35.
Yeah, he should have never got it back that far. It looked like
there was nothing but white shirts that he had to dodge.
Yeah, he
did a good job of it.
Good return.
All right, so the Dragons find themselves down once again, 4-point deficit, and it will be Lefevue in the pistol formation with Stover behind him. Here's the snap. Lefevue hands to Stover. He's trying to get outside to the left, and it's going to be getting past a man. Now he's at the 45. He's at to the 50, stretches out to the 45-yard line, and in Oneida territory, it's going to have a first down for the York Dragons. The offense is heating up here in this second half, and it's the 43 of Oneida where York will have it inside 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. They trail by 4.
Something they hadn't been able to do to us all game is get the edge, and that time they got it.
Yeah, their speed is starting to show a little bit, and in the third and fourth quarter, You don't want to see that because that's danger territory if you're a defense. You don't want to see them showing out with their speed, and they've got to the edge on that play. For the most part, you're right. We've done a great job.
Miles left you with a fresh set of downs at the Oneida 43-yard line. Here's the snap, and he balls on the ground, and the Indians have it.
Wow. Thank you.
And that will be the end of the third quarter. It ends with York's first turnover of the second half. When we return for the fourth quarter, Oneida will have the football 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Your score, Oneida 14, York 10.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
Welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter. It's the Oneida Indians 14, the York Dragons 10, and the Indians get the big turnover, Tim.
Yep, Oneida recovers it. The end of the third quarter at their own 44 is where they are. Indians lead by 4.
That third quarter was a lot.
Yeah, a lot. You're exactly right. Caden Rector in the shotgun now with Rylan Duncan to his left. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Indians traveling south here with a 4-point lead, and the officials have a timeout because the chains are marking first down in reverse right now. We need to move these chains down.
Mark,
there we go.
I was thinking going to fourth quarter, you went off on me a little bit. And
not me.
Yeah. I'm not the one that canceled anything to do with Scott High Oneida last week. I just wanted to bring that up to you. I had nothing to do with that.
What are y'all talking about? I haven't heard about this.
I don't know.
Here we are, 1st and 10.
Had nothing to do
from
with
their
it,
own
Mark.
44. Rector from the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off Rylan Duncan. Starts right, goes back left, makes the cut to the 45. Still on his feet, stumbling at the 50 into York territory. Down near the 44-yard line, very close to a first down. Let's check the spot. It is a First National Bank first down for the Indians at the York 46-yard line.
Bless his heart.
Still rumbling, stumbling.
He looked like a Clydesdale going through there.
He did, man. He cut back left and looked like he was going to fall down 3 times, but made it to the first down mark.
Like
Great run.
Yes,
by Rylan.
sir. Looked like he had 4 feet moving right there.
Yeah, he sure did.
All right, fresh set of downs at the York 46, leading by 4. Here in the fourth quarter, Rector calling for the shotgun snap. He takes it, hands it to Rylan Duncan, this time blasting through the right side. Ooh. Hangs onto that football as he noses it across the 45 to the 44. 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Hard run there by Rylan, man, and he got wrapped up inside there. He's ran the ball hard all night. He always does. He runs the ball hard, tough to bring down, and they've been tough to run on tonight.
They have been, and those last 2 runs were big and kind of like we're trying to establish the run. We've thrown it on first down and second down a lot tonight, trying to keep them off balance, but maybe we're trying to establish something up front.
All right, 2nd down and 8 at the 44 of York, leading 14-10. T.J. Meredith steps in now. For this snap, it's going to be Rector. Looking left, fires. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be back to the line of scrimmage, and that's doing pretty well with it because they had pushed us backwards. It'll be 3rd down and 8 at the York 44.
Boy, they stepped up on that. That cornerback made a play and looked like if he would have been able to one more step on that, and he's going the other way.
Well, he played the receiver the whole way, guys. Yeah. What it looked like, and if they're going to play that tight, we've been able to deke and dunk them a little bit, throw the ball behind them. So do we go back with that play? I don't know. We are going to go with twins on that side.
Yep. Tate West is split out over there for the Indians, along with, looked like Tanner Buttram, Colton Darty to the right, Hunter Shoemaker. West comes in motion, flag comes down, lining up offsides against the Indians here on 3rd and 10.
As long as you don't, I mean,
we had two people moving, guys.
No, he's calling offsides, but we moved back. We didn't snap the ball.
No, but we had two people. We had a guy coming in motion, and then we had him backing up at the same time.
To get onside.
Yeah, but the official, his call was offsides.
And he's offsides again.
Here we go. I'm sorry. 3rd down and 15. Indians from their own 49. Tate West comes in motion across the formation. Here's the snap. Rector rolling to his right, looking. He fires the pass. It's going to be incomplete, and the Indians will be forced to punt. Rector thought he had someone impeding his receiver's progress and pleads his case to the official, but in vain. And so it will be Oneida to punt, and Rector looks like – something happened with maybe somebody got inside his face mask?
I think he did. I think he took a late shot, and he was at the official, and the official kind of warned him like maybe he said something he shouldn't have, but he thought he took a late shot.
All right. Miles Lefew and Caden Stover are deep to return. That's your quarterback and the running back that have been the features all night. Ethan Anderson takes a low snap from his 38. There we go. Hunt backing up Lefew. He'll field it, drops it, picks it up. Now eludes one man, another man, and now he's going to be wrapped up and brought down inside the 20. Miles Lefew on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 for the York Dragons here.
Great coverage right there, and a huge punt.
Looked like Austin Thompson made the stop there, and it will be from their own 18, a 1st and 10 York with 10:14 to play. The score is 14-10 Oneida, and York has the football. Last time they had it, they fumbled it.
And the last time they were down York by 4, they wanted to go deep. They put it up several times trying to challenge our corners and our safeties, and they do the same thing here. They took their deep shots.
The Dragons break huddle, and it will be Miles Lefew. Well, let's see. Nope, York's going to take a timeout. Talk about it. 10:14 to play. We take the break. Your score, it's Oneida 14 and York 10.
Life is about choices. When it comes to your internet service provider, you've got a choice. Telepage. Telepage is internet service provided by local people you know and trust. Different service plans are available, tailored to provide speeds that fit your everyday needs. Telepage now offers fiber internet in select areas, with plans starting as low as $45.41 per month. Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Call 423-569-8595 for more information. That's Telepage, located at 258 South Main Street in Oneida. Visit telepage.net.
Welcome back to Jamestown, Tennessee. 10 minutes, 14 seconds left to go in this one. The Indians up 14-10.
York with the football at their own 18, and they'll come out of a timeout here.
I think the play clock was about to expire on them while they took the timeout, guys. I think.
Monterey now leads in Rockwood 43-14.
Woo, that's a whooping.
Wow.
Indians trying to hang on against the Dragons here with a 14-10 lead with 10 minutes to go. Here's the snap. Lefew rolling left. Now stops. Wanted to throw back. Sacked. Back inside the 10.
And here's what we did. Right at the last second, we shifted our safety to that side of the field. They were going to go on a one-on-one situation deep to number 1 on the right side, and we shifted our safety over there for help. And the quarterback seen it at the last second, but it was too late.
Xavier Shoemaker with the sack, and he takes him down for, looks like it's going to be about a 5-yard loss. They'll snap it now from the 13-yard line. Lefew will be in the shotgun. He'll have 3 receivers off to the left. The inside slot is Stover. 1 receiver off to the right. That's Barger. Here's the snap. Here's Lefew rolling to his left, looking downfield. Now has a rush. Now he's going to be brought down again. I think it's another sack. I think he's behind the sticks as he rolled out there. And now Lefew, I thought he was slow to get up, but he's all right here, it looks like. And the Indians get good pressure again against the passing game. That was Garcia, I believe, finishing that off.
Yeah. And what that was a coverage sack, guys. Our secondary, the last two plays, has played outstanding. That timeout may have benefited Oneida more than it benefited York because our secondary has been positioned perfectly. Our safeties are playing it very well.
And they're not letting him get outside. They are not going to let him get outside. At least they hadn't on the last couple of plays, and Garcia got a hold of the quarterback that time, man, brought him down hard.
York needs the 28 for a first down. They'll snap it from their 13-yard line in the pistol or under center now. Here's the snap. Left view drops back, rolling to his right. He's got pressure. He fires it. It's going to be complete up about the 22-yard line, but it'll bring up a 4th down and 6. Making the catch here, Logan Pinnell. And York, are you going to punt? You're going to go for it here with 8:16 and ticking in this game. Stover is standing back in punt formation.
Yeah, I think you have to. You got a lot of time left in this ball game, man, and your defense hasn't been playing bad itself, so kick it away.
Stover at about his 11-yard line, standing to take the snap. He's got it. Good snap, good punt from Stover. High hanger, and it's going to bounce at the 50 into York or into Indian territory, rolling inside the 45 down to the 41. So the Oneida Indians, with 7 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in this game here in Jamestown, their final road region game, they lead 14-10, and they'll have the football at their own 41-yard line. A good position to be in, knowing that out of tonight, Monterey is going to be 2-0 in the region, and one of these teams, or the York Dragons, are possibly going to fall to 0-2, and you can be 2-0 as well. So big few minutes here with 7:46 to play. Caden Rector from the shotgun. Rylan Duncan to his right. Oneida will snap it from their 41-yard line. Rector in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands to Rylan Duncan, starts left, goes back right. Now he's at the 45, now he's at the 50, now he's at the 45-yard line, 40. Rylan Duncan, 35, cuts inside at the 30. He's at the 25, he's at the 20, he's at the 15, he's at the 10, he's into the end zone. Rylan Duncan, touchdown, Indians.
What a run by Rylan Duncan, man. Looked like he was going to get tackled 2 or 3 times down here, just kept weaving in and out.
An old bull moose.
Oh, yeah.
He just found a way. They were diving at his – they wanted to go low because he's such a big guy.
Yeah.
They wanted to take his wheels out, and he was having none of it, just weaving like a bob. Yes, sir, we'll take it. 2-score lead is huge right here.
Great job.
Extra point attempt coming. McLaurin Love to hold for Aiden Love. Here's the snap, the hold. The kick is on the way. This kick is good. The Indians here in the fourth quarter with 7:29 remaining, take an 11-point lead. Your score Oneida 21, York 10.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
For once.
Welcome back to Jamestown. 7:29 left to go in this one. The Indians now up 21-10.
So we told you that Monterey is in complete control, 43-14 at Rockwood. Oneida grabs a little control here, 21-10. Just an update: Carter has bounced back at Coalfield. They lead 28-18.
Oh wow! Well, how come everybody cares now? And a few minutes ago when I said something,
Aiden Frazier will kick
raw.
it, and it's going to be Barger fielding it at the 18. He's up to the 20, to the 25, still on his feet at the 30, slung down, 35 up to the 37, where York will have it, and their work cut out for them. Down 11 with 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this region game.
Trying to figure out who made that play because all he did
66.
All he did was go down and take on the lead blocker.
Fry.
Good job, Briar.
Good job, Briar.
He took on the lead blocker and then grabbed the running back and put him on the ground too. He just wanted everything.
He sure did.
Good job, Briar.
Indians trying to move to 4-1 on the season. undefeated in the state of Tennessee. That's the way we'll look at it.
Yeah.
So now but they've still got 7
Long
minutes and 20
time.
seconds here in Jamestown. York has a quick strike possibility. Here's the snap, left view. Rolling to his right, slows, stops, pressure's still there. They're keeping him contained. Now he fires downfield. It's going to be batted away by the Indians. Knocking it away here, Landon Limburg. And then he gets up. He's excited, but he goes and shakes the hand of Lake Drake, who he was working against there.
Yeah, that's 3.
Man. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Dragons with 7:10 to play on a make-or-break drive right here.
He's made so many dang plays back there tonight.
Looked like it was going to drop in. He was playing the receiver who was making a pocket for the catch, and he just put his paw up and just poked it away. Didn't even look back for the ball. Just got his hand up.
Left view will be in the shotgun here. I'm sorry, in the pistol here. And Ben Hall now stands behind him on 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Left view got pressure from the beginning. He in his face mask. Oneida reached out and grazed, is the word I was looking for. Grazed the face mask there, and instantly the flag comes in. So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty benefiting the York Dragons.
I think he held up his hand to show a 5-yard penalty. So
did he?
I think so.
Go ahead, Kevin. Weigh in.
Yeah, it should be a 5-yard because usually the 15-yard comes with, there you go. The 15-yard is a personal foul face mask where they break their neck when they grab it. That was just – they actually didn't even grab it. He just touched it.
You're not allowed to touch their face mask, Kevin.
So it's going to be 3rd down?
It's a penalty.
No, 2nd down.
It's a penalty.
2nd down and 5. And York will snap it from their 42-yard line. We're inside 7 minutes to play. And once again, Ben Hall, the running back behind left view.
The clock's running and probably shouldn't be.
Here's the snap. Left view dropping back. Pressure again. Fires right. Late pass is going to be complete. 50, 45-yard line to the 40. Now to the 35-yard line. Colton Doherty makes a touchdown-saving stop here. And that was a nice catch and a nice play. Ty Polk.
Well, we almost had a play on it right there.
We got a block in the back here, I think.
Good.
Okay. There is a flag down at the 41 of Oneida, and it is a block in the back against the York Dragons.
It was the Fentress County official.
That's what I was going to say, John, on this.
I'll beat you to the punch.
Okay. You know I wouldn't have said anything to you about that.
No, you just rile Mark up and let him do your henchman work.
49-yard line.
Tim, I've been your friend for 45 years. So
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go that far.
And I've known Mark that long. So
saying that you would be Tim's friend.
I know how you operate, my buddy.
From the 49-yard line, their own 49, it will be 1st and 10 for York.
I didn't appreciate that.
No.
Well, you are a henchman.
Questioning my motives. Ben Hall is behind left view, who is in the pistol formation on 1st and 10 from his own 49 with 6:10 and ticking. Left view fakes the give, rolling left, fires, curling up, making the catch at the 43 of Oneida, and then eluding a couple of men down to the 41-yard line. This is going to be Logan Pinnell, and that will be a 1st down for the York Dragons. 6:02 to play in this game. The Dragons trail by 11.
Oneida's going into a little bit of a prevent right here. We haven't played this way. We've played a lot of pressure, getting back there to the quarterback, making him a little bit uncomfortable. The last few plays, we've just kind of sit back in zone, and they've kind of picked us apart. May dial up some pressure on this play.
Left view back in the pistol. Now Stover is behind him as the running back in this formation. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Left view snapping from the Oneida 40-yard line. Takes the snap, running the option. He'll keep it, and he runs into some men. Extra effort across the 40-yard line all the way down to the 37 for left view. He'll pick up a hard-fought 3.5 yards, and it will bring up 2nd down as the clock ticks down to 5 minutes and 19 seconds, and the clock stops here. York takes their second timeout of the second half. We'll take the same. 5:19 to play. Your score, it's Oneida 21, York 10.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Five minutes, 19 seconds to go in this one. The Indians lead at 21-10, but York is moving.
Oneida trying to go to 4-1 on the season, possibly 2-0 in the region, winning their 2 road region games. That's what it would be. But it's still 5 minutes and 19 seconds from becoming reality, and York is at the Oneida 37-yard line here with a 2nd down and 7, and it's going to be Leftview on the pitch, and he gets it out to Stover. Stover's going to be hammered as he gets forward to the 36. So he picks up a hard-fought yard and a hard-hitting yard from the Oneida defense.
Yeah, Elijah Phillips also number John L.
I think Meredith may have been involved in that again.
T.J. Meredith.
But
and Ryland Duncan.
You know, they've went to that a couple of times, and we've just destroyed it, and you call that out of a timeout? I'm scratching my head a little bit.
Well, and the clock continues to run, so it's now down to 4:45 with a 3rd and 5 for York, and they'll snap it here, and it's going to be a quick throw down the right sideline. Ball is going to be complete. What a catch by Lake Drake, and he had Lindbergh step for step with him. That was a perfectly placed football, and the catch by Drake, and he takes it out of bounds to stop the clock even. So that's going to put the football at about the 10-yard line with a 1st and goal with 4:35 to play, down by 11. And here is Leftview taking the snap. Now he's rolling left, looking like an option play. He will pitch it on the option to Stover. He slows up, slips, and falls, and is taken down at the 10. And Darty looks like he's got a cramp as he goes down there at about the 10-yard line. And this will get an official timeout with 4:20 to play. And they'll check on him, and that's really beneficial to the Dragons here in a 21-10 game. That will give them the opportunity to regroup as they work with Colton. We'll tell you what we'll work with next week, and that's the Indians visiting Northview Academy, the first ever matchup with the Wildcats and the Indians. The Wildcats fell to Austin East tonight. Austin East was winless on the season. But it's going to be a win tonight as they defeat Northview.
Austin East didn't win a game at all last year neither, Tim, so big win for the Roadrunners.
They did win the state in what sport, Kevin?
Soccer. Men's soccer.
Didn't expect you to come up with that one.
I do a lot of things unexpected.
It's gone final. Monterey beat Rockwood 43-14.
Yeah, wow, that's unreal.
So Monterey's 2-0 in the region.
That's a whooping.
I think Leetta picked that. She's killing us.
It's just because she's better than you.
Obviously doing that, she is.
So 30-28, Coalfield over Carter.
Oh, wow. The Yellow Jackets bouncing back.
Fourth quarter.
Not intimidated by the bigger Carter Hornet crew. So now here we go with a 2nd and goal from the 10. Leftview will have Stover behind him. Leftview is in the pistol formation.
To the left.
He takes the snap, looking right. Throws deep for the corner in the right. It's going to be incomplete. Out of bounds. Catch may have been made, but the receiver did not stay in bounds.
Yeah, I think he caught the ball.
Lindbergh had it last, though. So I don't know. Maybe Lindbergh caught it and fell out of bounds.
Somebody
but regardless, stops the clock with 4:14 to play. That is the far side from us. Toby will have a good shot of it on the
They may go the same way right here.
So here we go. Leftview with a 3rd and goal from the 10. Dropping back, rolling to his right. He's got pressure from Ryland Duncan. He dumps it off. Stover can't reel it in. He had some momentum heading toward the end zone, but he couldn't reel that one in, and now a 4th down with 4:06 to play. No doubt. The play of the game is coming up right here with the Dragons at the Oneida 10.
I wasn't at the Wartburg game a couple of weeks ago, guys, but did our defense not make a stand right at the goal line to
2 interceptions in the end
preserve
zone.
that win or to help win that win? So
York has
same
one
kind of
timeout
situation here.
One timeout, but Lefeview comes from the sideline knowing they're down 2 scores. They don't want to burn it. 21-10 is the score. Here's a 4th down. York will snap it from just inside the Oneida 10. Lefeview with Stover standing behind him in the pistol, and York does burn that final timeout, and that's possibly costly. We'll take the same. 4:06 to play. Your score, Oneida 21, York 10.
Banking is easier at United Cumberland Bank. ATM deposits, instant issue debit cards, and a mobile app that gives you full control are just a few reasons why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. Come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. Member FDIC.
4 minutes, 6 seconds left to go. It's 4th and goal for the Dragons, and this could be the ball game, guys. For York.
Miles Lefeview will be leading his team. No timeouts left for the Dragons. They'll snap it from, it looks like just outside the 10. Lefeview will be in the pistol formation, and Caden Stover's behind him. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. That 1 to the left is Pinnell. And here we go on 4th and goal from the 10. Lefeview takes the snap, dropping back. He's looking right, looking back left. He's got a little bit of a rush. He eludes that. Now he fires in the middle. It's going to be skipped incomplete, and the Indians will take over 1st and 10 at their own 10 with 3:59 to play, and the Dragons have no timeouts. Oneida leads by 2 scores, 21-10, trying to move to 4-1 and 2-0 in the region.
Another goal line stand.
And the defense rises up again.
Yeah, that's 4 in the last however many quarters. That's 10 quarters.
Yeah, they've given up 10 points in this second half. They hadn't given up any points for a while, but they were put in bad situations after the turnovers that Oneida, committed in the third quarter, but the offense bounced back.
Yeah.
Caden Rector under center. Looks like Garcia in front of Meredith in the I formation. From the 10-yard line, their own. There's the snap and the give. Meredith to the right, and he's going to be wrapped up and brought down. Little to no gain, but that clock and precious time will be ticking away here for Oneida with the 11-point lead, trying to salt this away, leading 21-10.
And watch the clock. Let it go down as far as you can.
Yeah, you got the play clock working here at York, similar to what we have on our field at home, and you just go under center and you don't snap it till you get under 5 on that clock. It's very simple.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So Rector breaks the huddle, and he'll be in the shotgun here with Ryland Duncan to his left. With 3:15 and ticking, Rector takes the snap, hands to Ryland Duncan. He'll work off to his left. He gets across the 15-yard line, pushing out near the 18. So that worked pretty good right there. Ryland Duncan picks up 7 to 8 yards, and we're inside 3 minutes to go. York can't stop the clock, and Oneida leads 21-10. It's going to be 3rd and 3 for the Indians.
Yeah, first down right here pretty much salts this one away, doesn't it, Mark? I mean, you can just pretty much put it in the books.
Yeah, I mean, and you'd still have to run a few plays, but unless barring a turnover.
Thank you for that.
Well, I'm just saying we've seen it happen.
So 3rd down and 3. Oneida will snap it from the 17. Rector in the shotgun. Duncan to his right or left. No, it's right. And here's Duncan. He's got the first down at the 20. Still on his feet. 25 out to the 27-yard line. It's a First National Bank first down for Ryland Duncan on the carry. And he's had a big night, guys.
Absolutely.
Yep. He sure has. He's had a huge night. He's played well offensively. Had a huge night offensively. He played well defensively. I'm telling you.
Looks like Carter came back to win it 34-30 at Cofield. Or I should say at home against Cofield.
Yeah.
No, it was at Cofield.
Was it at Cofield?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now inside 2 minutes to play, 21-10. I formation behind Rector here. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off, and it's going to be Matthew Brown stretching out, picking up about a yard, and the clock will be at 1:40. So it's going to be inside a minute to play the next time the Indians snap this football. So Oneida's going to move to 4-1 on the season, 2-0. And guys, I'll tell you, when I was looking at the schedule before this season started, and people were saying, "Well, what do you think? What do you look at this? What's your ideas on it?" And I thought, you could be a really good team and only win 4 games in this season, and now Oneida at midseason is going to be 4-1.
Absolutely, and this is one of those toss-up games. You didn't know how this was going to go.
York jumps off sides. Here's the give. No flag on the play, apparently, and so the clock will roll down inside a minute here, and as they respot the football, Oneida will just have to snap it one more time, and they will get the win here in Jamestown. So the 39th meeting between the Indians and the Dragons will go to Oneida. They'll have 22 wins in 39 meetings, and for the first time ever, they'll have a region win over the York Dragons. York will fall to 0-2 in the region. Oneida stays at the top of the standings, joining Monterey as the region undefeateds 2-0. Rockwood will be 1-1. And Wartburg 0-1.
And now we got those games coming up, huge games with Rockwood and Monterey.
Oneida takes a timeout. We'll take the same with 11 seconds to play. It's Oneida 21, York 10.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your #1 source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Why would they do that?
Well, there's only a little over 11 seconds left to go in this one. All the Indians have to do is snap it, and Tim, this one is in the books.
You're right about that, Kevin. The Indians get in victory formation, and they'll get ready to snap it here with Caden Rector under center. You'll notice no Noah Buttram tonight. We thought tonight was going to be the time when he returns, but he's out for at least another week. Perhaps he will return next week at Northview. We don't know, but the Indians take the knee here with Caden Rector, and Oneida will take the W with the win in the white on white. Oneida goes on the road twice in region play and comes away with wins both times. We'll have the recap of this one coming up for you. Talk with Coach May and more from Jamestown. Your final score is the Oneida Indians 21, the York Dragons 10.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razak's. Razak's offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razak's has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razak's on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razak's, country cooking and great steaks.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Tonight's game is produced by the IH Sports Network. No part of the audio or video from tonight's game may be redistributed or retransmitted without the express written consent of the IH Sports Network and Liberty Press Incorporated. The IH Sports Network's first commitment is to the student athletes of our community, their families, and their coaches. Find us online at ihsports.net.
Well, the Indians get the win tonight, 21-10 over the York Dragons, and how all that scoring came about, Tim Smith.
All right, so the Indians pretty much dominate the first half. They get in the end zone on their first possession. York took the opening possession. Oneida stops them on a 3-and-out, and then the Indians go on to drive down the football field, and it's going to be Caden Richter handing the football to Elijah Phillips, and he takes it in for a 4-yard carry. For a 1-yard carry, and a touchdown. Aiden Love adds the extra point, and the Indians lead 7-0. That's it. That's the first half. Oneida would have a lot of possessions and a lot of yards. York would not have a lot of possessions or a lot of yards. They did have a good drive near the end of the first half, but it was not fruitful as far as points go, and we went to halftime with Oneida leading 7-0, but you had to feel like if you were the York Dragons, that you had been outplayed for 2 quarters and you were still right there in it. Apparently that's how they felt. They kick it off to the Indians to start the second half, and the first play for the Indians is a fumble. And York is unable to move the football very well, but Caden Stover comes up with a 42-yard field goal. Guys, we've called a lot of games. You don't see many 42-yard field goals kicked, and Caden Stover, he could have kicked it. It had few more yards on it seemed like, as he nailed it, and he cuts the Oneida lead down to 7-3. The next possession for the Indians ends in a turnover. Again, they were moving the football good, but Oneida turns it over on the York side of the 50, and the Dragons take it, drop back, and throw a touchdown pass of 61 yards from Miles Lefew to Dalton Barger. And the extra point from Caden Stover was good. And after all that, with 4:57 to play in the third quarter, the Indians, who had really outplayed and certainly outgained the Dragons here tonight, found themselves down 10-7. But Oneida would not let the third quarter expire before they regained the lead, and they would do so on a 39-yard touchdown run from their quarterback, Caden Rector. Fakes the give to T.J. Meredith and then turns it on in the extra jet speed down the left sideline and into the north end zone for the touchdown. The extra point from Aiden Love is good, and Oneida gets a 4-point lead back in this game. It would be the fourth quarter before more points are scored, as Oneida's defense stood tall to the task, and the Indians would put points on the board. This time it would be a 59-yard touchdown rumble from Ryland Duncan, who finished with 97 yards tonight. And this touchdown run of 59 yards pretty much sealed the game for the Indians after the extra point from Aiden Love. Oneida had 2 scores with 7:29 to play. York would threaten. They got to the Indians' 10-yard line, had 4 snaps from there, but were unable to capitalize with any points. And the Indians get the 21-10 victory.
All right, thank you, Tim. Now taking a look at the final statistics tonight, compiled offensively by Ben Garrett. The Indians got 14 first downs tonight to York's 6. Rushing the ball, the Indians rushed the ball 31 times for 174 yards. York 21 for 53 yards. Through the air, Oneida was 14 of 21 for 121 yards. York 7 of 18 for 145. Total yardage, the Indians come up with 295 yards, York 198. Penalties, both teams were penalized 6 times tonight. York was 6 for 55 yards. Oneida 6 for 50 yards. Turnovers. The Indians racked up 3 more turnovers on the season tonight to York's 1, but was able to hang on for the victory. Time of possession, Oneida 26 minutes, 43 seconds. York 21 minutes and 17 seconds. Offensively, individually for the Indians tonight, Caden Rector was 14 of 21 for 121 yards. Receptions tonight for the Indians, Tate West, 1 catch for 2. Ben Buttram, 2 catches for 14. McLaurin Love, 7 receptions for 58 yards. It's been a long time since anybody's caught 7 passes for the Indians in a single game. Ryland Duncan, 1 catch for 32. Hunter Shoemaker, 3 catches for 15. On the ground, leading rusher for the Indians tonight, Ryland Duncan, 8 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown. Also with 8 carries tonight was T.J. Meredith. He racked up 32 yards. Caden Rector had 3 carries for 28 yards and a touchdown. Matthew Brown, 5 carries for 7 yards. And Elijah Phillips, 5 carries for 16 yards and a touchdown. And with our defensive stats, Mark Matthews.
Well, I'm just going to hit the highlights here, guys. Xavier Shoemaker, he had a quarterback sack. T.J. Meredith had tackle for loss, -2 yards, and a pass defense. Landon Lindbergh had 4 pass defense tonight. C.J. King with a quarterback hurry. Jaden Anderson with a pass defense. Lorenzo Garcia had a tackle for loss for -1, a fumble recovery, a quarterback sack. Hunter Shoemaker with a fumble cause. Had defensive plays all over the field. Elijah Phillips with 5 tackles. Ryland Duncan with 4 tackles. Matthew Brown with 5 tackles. We just all – Landon Lindbergh had a couple of tackles. There was all kinds of plays. Caden Terry with a couple of tackles. So just a valiant effort offensively and defensively for this football team. Really proud of these guys. Coach Jimmy May coming up here to join us right now.
All righty, as they're getting set, once again, remind you, next week we will be on the road as we travel to Northview Academy. It'll be a first-time opponent for the Indians, and we'll have that pregame set up for you at 6:30, kickoff at 7:30. Tim?
All right, Coach May, first of all, congratulations on a big win here tonight. You've had 2 real road region games and come away with 2 wins. That's big.
Yeah, it is. Our first 2 region games were on the road, and it was big to get this one tonight because, they're very athletic, as you could see. Quarterback's a sophomore, have a lot of skill, and they played hard, and our kids responded. We had a couple of drives in the first half we should have scored on. Got the chop block on the 2-yard line. I still don't see that one, but, we got ourselves back and missed a field goal. And, we had a chance to be up 21-0. I said, they're going to battle back now. And, of course, we fumbled the first play and fumbled later. But the kids didn't drop their head. I can see growth in them. They kept battling and, they kept fighting to the end, and that's what it's about. And, I'm proud of their effort tonight.
It seemed like the short passing game, was that something you saw York in their defensive posture in this game or before this game that they were given the space and so you decided to hit those short?
Well, I went and watched them play last Thursday night. They played Livingston down at Tech, and, we got that film, and, of course, and the Monterey film. And, I thought we could throw the ball on them right there because Livingston had some opportunities, and they did. But, as the game went on, we tried to take some shots deep. But I tried to help my quarterback out tonight, not give him in a place where he could, not be successful trying to manage the game. Because just remember, he's still a sophomore. Tonight was the second game he's ever started. He has played a lot, but he's never started but 2 games, okay? And, I got him one time. He threw that one at pick. He hurt it a little bit, but he came back and made some great throws, gave us a chance and managed the game well. And just proud of Caden's effort leading the team tonight to win.
One of the questions I had on the turnover early, was that the same play as the play that he scored on?
A turnover on the first?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was?
Yeah, he tried to pull it on we had a little option look we put in with him, and I'd actually put in with Noah too. And I started running it tonight, and he tried to pull it, and I guess TJ clamped down on it because we hit it one time early in the first half going, toward the scoreboard. And I said, look, that clamp, just pull it, and he made a great run.
Seemed like a couple of times you were trying to exploit them also with this quick throw out to the side, and it never really broke on that. But what was the plan?
Well,
on that?
I was just trying to set up. He's on the little hitches, and then we ran the little hitch, and inside route, the guy goes down the field, and we had it, and we just didn't catch it. I mean, and of course we were having a hard time blocking number 18. I mean, he's a great player. I mean, we were trying to get I was trying to get the ball out of his hands quick, so he wouldn't have to sit there and just be a sitting duck for him. But we were trying to, with their pass rush, we had to get rid of it quick, and I was just trying to give him a chance to be successful there, and he did a good job executing it.
Secondary got tested a lot by York tonight, and came up with some big plays. Even sometimes after what looked like it was about to be a completion, they were able to come up with some plays and swap it away.
TJ and Landon Lindbergh, I know, had a couple of times where they had the ball in their hand and knocked the ball loose. Didn't give up on the play. I mean, that's two sophomores, okay. I know a couple other times, I have to go back and look at the film. I know those were right in front of me, but a couple other times we had them. We let them get behind us a little bit. We were trying to, play them over the top and double them number one a little bit because he'd been hurt, and we just didn't get there. But, the kids played hard. We've been tested a lot. They've played Williamsburg, and we went over to Powell and played 7-on-7 this summer against their receivers and all those big teams. So they've had a lot thrown at them, and I can see they're getting better. And, every one of them that started, I think, tonight was an underclassman. So, we've got depth back there, and, they're getting better every day.
Left you dangerous, Stover dangerous. You were able to keep them contained and get pressure a lot of the time, especially in the second half.
Yeah, we saw Livingston was able to get pressure last week, and we knew we were going to have to. You can't let anybody sit back there in the pocket. Even, on our levels we play at, the quarterbacks are too good now with all the things going on that they'll pick you apart. And we were able to get some pressure with our defensive line, got some sacks down here, and made him hurry. And it was a team effort, and I thought we did a good job of staying in there and keep fighting tonight.
Something we talked about, it's always tough when you come down here to York and play. Always tough. You mentioned the chop block. Those things seem to happen sometimes down here. But never have we had to come down here and play them in a region game. I mean, that makes it even worse because it's going to be a pain and it's a region.
Well, the officials, I told the team before, I said, listen, that's a hard place to play. I mean, it seems like any team that comes from Scott County over here, us or Scott High, has a hard time over here. And I said a few years ago we were undefeated, and they were good, and they beat us, and they whipped us, and we were trying to figure out, we were 5-0 at the time, I think, and I said they were pretty good, and I said they're going to fight now because that's what those kids do. They're going to battle you, and I told the officials for the game, they were from Knoxville, by the way. They weren't our crew or their crew, so they were from Knoxville, and I said, well, we played them a lot, 30 or 40 times, and I said, but this is the first time it's ever a region game. It seems like the region games are always amped up a little bit more. They mean a little bit more, and you could see it on both sides tonight. And I think you told me this was our 900th game.
This was.
I told our kids, I said, well, we're gonna put it on the football. That's a big deal. 900 games in the history of our school, and I said we're gonna win this game, and and it made it special just because of that.
Yeah, I mean, that is a big deal. 900, that doesn't happen very often. So you get the win here tonight, and big deal to go 2-0 in the region. I don't know if you've seen the score or heard the score, but Monterey big at Rockwood tonight. I think it was 49-14 maybe was the final in that one. So the Wildcats are 2-0.
I saw Monterey on film, and Coach Martin and Coach McDowell went Friday to see them when we didn't have a game. They played Stone, and then I went with everybody else down to watch Rockwood and Kingston, and Rockwood's missing their quarterback, but they got another one back there that's pretty good. And I saw Monterey on film, and they're big, and they got a big quarterback, and they got a good running back. So it's going to be a challenge, but we got to get to Northview first, right. And then we got to go on. We got to, one. You always say one game at a time, but this thing's got to take 1 week for these guys, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, we're in the right direction.
So Northview will be the trip next week for the Indians. What are some things is there anything you're particularly thinking about working on in that one, or?
Well, I mean, there's always things to work on. Northview's coached by one of my college coaches, and he was a teammate when I first got there. Then he was injured, and he became one of the coaches, Heath Woods. So, it'll be, good to see him and, compete. He's a good coach. He used to be at Carter. He's now at Northview, and to play them. And, I don't know anything about them besides what I see on the scores. And, there's things we got to work on. There's always things to get better at. We got first half we were having a time running the ball, then we started doing a little counter play there and pulling the guard and the tight end and wrapping him, and that's what those big runs came on, and we were able to kind of like pick our hole. But we had to get 18 blocked for sure, and we were trying to do that. I was trying to go away from him, and there's always things we can work on, get better. I mean, that's why you go practice, and we just keep doing it. The kids have gotten better. Sometimes you can't see it, but it's gotten better. Their attitude's been great, and they're just, it's just a glad, a good bunch to be around every day.
All right, so Oneida gets the win in number 900 here tonight, and I mentioned at the end of the game, looking at that schedule, people say, well, what do you think it's going to be like this year? And I would tell people, looking at that schedule, you could win 4 games and be a good team with that schedule. And you're here midway through, and you're 4-1.
Yeah, that's we want to be 5-0, of course, but 4-1. We lost a good team, and it was new for everybody, and it was just a perfect storm. Hot, and we had kids sick, and not making excuses. And we were trying to find our way ourselves, and I think we have. You kind of find out a lot about yourself, and we're glad to be 4-1, and more important, it's to be 2-0. That's what we were after. I said, guys, we'll be 2-0 with both games on the road. Now we'll have them at home, and now we'll have a chance. Now you're playing for a home playoff game is what you're after now.
Yeah.
Then you can play for the region title. So that's what you want to do. You don't want to have to travel. I mean, those teams up there are all good. So, but I'm happy for the kids, and I can't say enough about the way they played and the way they responded, and you can see growth in them. I'm telling you, y'all can't see it, but I see it every day how they've changed. I mean, we quit doing some of the dumb stuff that we do, and kids are kids, but I think they see the bigger picture now.
I think people can see a lot of growth in this Oneida team, especially in tonight, and because I think anybody that knows Oneida and York and coming here, they know this was a task, and you didn't make it look easy, but you won, and that is a big deal when you come down here.
That's what I told you against Wartburg. It was not a very good game on our part, but you asked me, I said we won the game, and that's
right.
why we wanted to win the game. You don't ever apologize for winning because they're hard. It's a hard work all week and all weekend trying to get lined up and trying to get the kids pointing in the right direction. And we finally, believe it or not, got everybody back tonight. We've had some kids quarantined. One came back Tuesday, one came back yesterday. Now the only kids are the ones that are hurt. So we're hopefully we won't get any more. And I'm glad they're well, and their families are doing well. And it's just how it is. It's the world we live in. And
right.
Some teams have had to cancel, and some other teams are playing. And I'm glad that we're getting to play because I said you better enjoy every game, seniors, because you don't know how many you're gonna get.
So health-wise, out of tonight, everybody good?
I asked them. They told me none of them were hurt. I asked Scott Gilbert. So besides I think Ryland hurt his shoulder a little bit, and they're gonna be bruised up. And that's
that
what
was before
the
touchdown, right?
Yeah, I think he's okay now after the touchdown. He just but
he'll
feel
it. That
tomorrow.
helps.
He'll feel it, but he's tough, and we've got 3 running backs back there that try to rotate them because they have to play defense. They play both ways in high school, and that takes a lot, especially the way teams throw the ball out. There's a lot more plays in the game when we were playing. So,
yeah,
it's tough on them.
All right, Coach, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the win. All right, we'll take a quick break and come back and wrap it up from Jamestown. Final in this one is the Oneida Indians 21 and the York Dragons 10.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
Life is about choices. When it comes to your internet service provider, you've got a choice. Telepage. Telepage is internet service provided by local people you know and trust. Different service plans are available, tailored to provide speeds that fit your everyday needs. Telepage now offers fiber internet in select areas, with plans starting as low as $45.41 per month. Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Call 423-569-8595 for more information. That's Telepage, located at 258 South Main Street in Oneida. Visit telepage.net.
Well, Tim, it was a great game tonight for the Indians. They get the win 21-10.
I mean, I don't get tired of saying it. You don't come by wins easy here ever. and the Indians, it wasn't easy, but the Indians got the win. They're 2-0 in the region, right where you want to be coming out of tonight.
Yeah, and I listening to Coach May's interview, and he said it best as he talked about the growth of this football team, and you've seen them grow up in the last several weeks, and the last time we was out on the football field was against Wartburg, and man, we struggled so much offensively, and we turned the football over, and we did that stuff tonight too. We didn't see the penalties as much, didn't seem like tonight, but we seen a few turnovers. We made those mistakes, but we was able to move the football. We did some really good things on offense tonight, man, and I was so proud of the way they played, and defensively again. But I'm going to have to talk to Coach Martin about this 10 points he gave up. What's that about, you know?
That broke the streak.
Yeah, doggone. I won't have to get on him about that. But, man, so proud of these guys, so proud of this coaching staff. They did a great job and did the things that they needed to do. And they're going to go in there and go back to work this week and get ready for Northview Academy, which is a big school, be a tough test for them next week. And I'm sure that they'll be ready for them.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys have hit on all the points. You know, you're 2-0 in the region, and Coach May alluded to it. You know, you go taking steps in this region thing. You go play for a home playoff.
Yeah.
You know, and then you go play to win the whole dadgum region, and you know, and that's a great thing, because when was the last time this football team won a region championship or a district championship? It has been a while. And that should be one of those goals that you set as at Oneida. You set that goal every year to win that district or that region, and it's been a while for us.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
2012? Is that what we're talking about?
No, it's not been that long.
It's been a while.
Region?
Yeah,
it's been 2012.
2012. Tony Lambert's first year back at Oneida.
Was 2012.
I didn't get help on that either, did I?
Wow, that's been a long time, and we've got we got a real shot at that, man, because we got Rockwood, we got Monterey, two really good football teams, and we're a really good football team, guys. We've got
them both at home too.
Hey, and what did I say? I mean, we was talking about it early on, and I said I think we're going to find our offense tonight, and I think we found our offense somewhat. If we cut out those 3 turnovers we had, this thing could have got away from them. We could have blown them out tonight. I feel like I think it could have been 35 to.
As bad as I hate to say it, you nailed the score.
Yeah, just about.
You said 21-10, didn't you?
I said 28-10. Yeah, I did say 28-10. I was close. So, I mean, we're doing the things that we need to do offensively. We're throwing the ball short, getting him some confidence, and that's what he needs. He's a young quarterback that needs to get that confidence. And
the one thing I've noticed about Caden Rector, he is a sophomore, yes.
Yeah.
But if he makes a mistake, it doesn't rattle him.
You can't. Hey, listen.
Hey, and I'm giving him a compliment here.
Yeah.
Hey, he comes right back, and he was doing a little shimmy dance down here after the game, celebrating a little bit, and good for him. But that throw he made across the middle, in the first half on that rope, I mean, the kid has got some moxie, is what I'm trying to say, and he's taking the lead on the team. And then all he does when he runs, he takes that little dive handoff and he squirts in between the blockers, and then he just turns on the jets and sticks it in the end zone. I mean, we've got a leader back there at quarterback, is what I'm trying to say. He may be a sophomore, but he's learning every game. He's getting better.
I got to be around him when he was in middle school, and you could see it then. He doesn't get under this kid's skin. You can't rattle him. He was a leader then, and would do that stuff then, and would lead the basketball team.
Yeah.
And just you couldn't rattle him at all.
So is he your player of the game?
Is Caden Rector my player of the game? Man, he had a fantastic game. He did.
No.
He really did. He had a
He did.
fantastic
He did.
game. I'm
but he's not.
so proud of him.
But
so
he's not.
proud of him. But there's one guy that I felt like
Not so fast.
not so fast, my friend. Yeah, Ryland Duncan. Ryland Duncan had 97 yards rushing, I think.
He did.
And a touchdown.
And you know, he looked like John L said. He looked like he had 4 legs out there on one run, man, for a first down. And on the touchdown run, he ran over about 3 people when he.
That run was over 3 times.
Yeah,
should have been.
I'm telling you. And that was just an amazing run that he had for the touchdown, and should have been brought down 3 or 4 times, but he wasn't. Just he just wanted it and wanted to get in the end zone and put this thing away, and that's exactly what he done. And,
Senior leadership right there.
That's exactly right, and he got in the end zone. He is my First National Bank player of the game, John L.
Congratulations to him. I'm all for it.
All right, and one last note I would say about Caden Rector. In this offense, you need a dual-threat quarterback. You see Tennessee's wanting the same thing. You absolutely have a dual threat. He showed it here tonight with the arm first and with the running second, and the sophomore is the dual threat, certainly. And we enjoy watching him, but Ryland Duncan, what a night. What a good job. And, by the way, all the things we saw here tonight, Toby Garrett took in from across the field, and that video is going to be available to you on demand soon so that you can see what we saw. And what we saw tonight was Oneida's 4th win on the season. They moved to 4-1. We saw their 2nd win in the region as they are tied at the top of the standings with the Monterey Wildcats now. And Oneida will travel to Northview next week, and we'll be there with them. So we want to thank you for joining us tonight, and we want to thank all of those involved in the broadcast with John Strunk, Mark Matthews, Kevin Akers, Ben Garrett, Toby Garrett. This is Tim Smith saying thanks for joining us. You've been listening to Oneida Football on the IH Sports Network.